Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Superior Adventures Guild. My name is Dave, your humble harbor master and pirate and buddy. Chat buddies are in the house. Thanks everybody who's here to hang out with us tonight and get involved in this crazy game that we're playing. We've got an awesome cast of folks playing Pirate Borg. This is part 2 of our Curse of Skeleton Point 3 shot. And we are well off the rails and on a ship. We're going to get into all of that good stuff, but before we do, I would love for these awesome people that I get to play this game with tonight to introduce themselves, and I would really like to start with Erica tonight. Erica, tell us who you are, where we can find you, and who you're playing.
Yeah. My name is Erica Ondoin. I am the creator of a TTRPG channel called Roll D5. And what we do is we specialize in indie TTRPGs. Our little tagline is there's more out there than 5e, so let us show you. And speaking of, actually, tomorrow is probably going to be one of our best games ever. It's called Puppies.
What?
It's
What is
literally
it?
a game called Puppies.
Tell
And
us
it's
more.
about everybody is playing these cute dogs and they're going to go on this grand adventure. Like, it is some of the coolest, like, adorable, like, people are going to get cute aggression from it. It's going to be so cute. And we have a beautiful, stunning cast put together. So I hope people will come by to check it out because it is wonderful.
That sounds amazing.
But yeah, that's me. Other than me, I have my character Dusk, who in last minute of last episode was shaving her mustache and somebody recognized her. Whoa, that's crazy. Dusk seems to have some sort of like disguise like Superman. So I guess we'll find out.
Very cool. I think we're all going to find out some things about Dusk here in just a few minutes. Thanks, Erica, for being here. It's a pleasure to have you back. I had so much fun playing with you last week. I can't wait to see what happens this week. And I am definitely going to be checking out your game tomorrow night. That sounds amazing. Who doesn't love puppies?
I know,
Adorable.
right?
Yeah.
Only monsters.
Monster puppies? Uh-oh.
No, monsters don't love puppies.
Oh. Well, define love between monsters and puppies. Well, maybe we shouldn't go there. Let's go instead over to Adrian, because that got weird.
How am I going to go after that?
I don't know. Good
hi.
luck.
My name is Adrian. I go on the internet. You can find me using the moniker at Sly Sparrow on Threads and Twitter and Discord. Yes, I am an actor, producer, director around the Dallas-Fort Worth area, where I conduct a lot, too much Shakespeare, whether it be in bars or professionally in big theaters. And you could find me tomorrow finishing the final episode of Penny Dreadful with DMing by Leak Season. Fantastic. Looking forward to that final arc of the story. It has been a blast. Come check us out tomorrow. My character is the one known as Mad Marlowe. He's a buccaneer that has a kind of twisted past. It's kind of a crazy nuts, and apparently in the last game had an encounter with the devil or some devil type spirit. Loves to drink. He's kind of a hedonist, but he still kind of protects his crew. And looking forward to see where this new ship that we've just landed on, where it gets us, and hopefully it gets him one step closer to his revenge goal, or whatever, or whoever that may be.
My, lots of foreshadowing potentially in that introduction. Adrian, great to have you back, and been loving the Penny Dreadful game as well. Such good storytelling. Yes, good stuff. There's so many good actual plays right now. It's amazing what people are doing, really stepping it up and doing some awesome storytelling. So great to have you back. Thanks for making time for us. Always a pleasure to play with you. Let's jump over next to Ashley. Hello, Ashley.
Hey everybody, I'm Ashley, Minnesota Muse 99 on Threads and Minnesota Muse on Blue Sky. And I am playing for you tonight, Haley, who is it's kind of like very cautious and sort of like Beaker the Muppet personified.
Oh, Paley.
I had one beer and I vomited everywhere.
It
was a party.
Yeah, it really was. Just decked out head to toe in heavy armor.
Mm-hmm.
on a ship.
Just a little bit visible.
Oh, that's so great. Glad to have you back, Ashley. Ashley is a Tuesday regular in our Greyhawk game, has been for 2 years, and I'm really excited that you're in this game as well. Having a lot of fun playing pirates with y'all. Let's
Glad
jump
to be
over
here.
next to Andy G3D.
Hey, hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Andy, also known as Andy G3D here on Twitch, and other places around the internet. Tonight, I will be playing Jameson Bonnie, a happy-go-lucky brute of a guy. He's huge. He likes to swing a club around, and yeah, last time he got a little carried away and can't remember how he earned so much money the night before. And yeah, looking excited to get back into it.
Nice. Thank you, Andy, for being here. And I can verify that Andy G is a three-dimensional creature because I just saw him a couple weekends ago here on the North Shore of Lake Superior in Duluth. It was so much fun to see you. Looking forward to whenever we can do that again. And last but not least, Sundance Sid, how are you?
Hey, I'm great.
Hey.
Fine. I'm wonderful. Hi everyone. I am Sid, and you can find me on the socials and places at _Sundance Sid. If you think I'm there, type it in and see if I am. If I'm not, shoot me a message on somewhere I am and tell me I'm not there so I can get there. I'm not trying to be square. I want to be around. Tonight.
Oh man,
Very nicely done.
that was peanut butter cup level stuff right there.
Please, Dave, just no peanut butter.
Stop trying to make fetch
Stop it.
happen. It's not gonna happen.
Stop it.
It always happens.
And I'll be reprising my role as lost someone. Oh, never mind. I'll be reprising my role as Guy St. Pierre. All around, just a wonderful guy. Yeah, that's what he is.
He
He's
thinks
a wonderful
he is,
guy.
yeah?
Guy is a wonderful guy.
I
He's
think
the best, right?
Amazing, the greatest. I mean, what else can he be? But I'm happy to be here.
Great to have you. So fun to bring these people together for this game. I've been in love with this Pirate Borg game since it was kickstarted. Got in early, helped to fund it along with a lot of other people, and the community has been growing. It was picked up by Free League Games, which is absolutely fantastic. Pirate Borg is a very scurvy-ridden, rules light kind of game that has a lot of freedom to it and how it's played. And the community centering around it has been awesome. There's a Harbor Master program now that's developed where the creator Limithron and their team of creators are supporting harbor masters and GMs who are running games at cons and elsewhere, and it's just really cool to see folks excited about this game. It's fun to play pirates. And so anyways, if you have an opportunity to check out their stuff, I just posted a link to Free League Publishing. Free League is publishing their game. You can also pick it up over at Limithron if you also would like to do that, or your local game store, which I highly recommend you support the local game stores. We are lucky enough to have been granted a copy of the digital rule set to give away tonight. So we gave one away last week. We're going to give a digital copy away tonight. We're going to give a digital copy away next week when we do our last part 3 of this 3-shot. And next week, we're going to be giving away a hard copy of the book. And this book is absolutely beautiful. Lots of great artwork inside of it. Really cool way that it's presented in the Borg style with some really great art. And it's really easy to find things in it usually, except when you're on the spot sometimes trying to find the specific rule you're looking for. But it is a great book with great content. So check it out. Let's see. Exclamation mark drawing to get in on the giveaway. And let me just double check. I do have it active. So go ahead and get in on the giveaway. We're going to jump into a quick recap here and then get started with the game. I think I have just a couple more announcements. I'm going to give a shout out to some other creators, especially Tabletop Audio, who produces a ton of great music that we use in a lot of our different games here on Guild Superior. So we really appreciate them pumping out new tunes pretty darn regularly, and they're awesome. We've got some great maps that we'll be using potentially from our friends at Solution, and also from the creators of Pirate Borg. Have a lot of great content as well on their Patreon. So if you have an opportunity to go check that out, please do. And last but certainly not least, if you want to be involved or get involved with the game, there's something called Devil's Luck, and it allows you to provide some help to our players. 100 bits will allow you to grant 1 Devil's Luck to one of the players. You get to choose who, and they can do things like deal max damage on an attack, or re-roll a die roll, lower a skills difficulty challenge, etc. So I just posted some of the details in the chat. I think it will come in very handy as we get into some serious action tonight. So without further ado, I think we ought to jump into a little recap from last week. What do you guys say? Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So in our last session, we plunged into the tale of 5 scurvy pirates. A sorry lot they be. They'd come ashore and on a pilfer dinghy, and what they stumbled upon was none other than a tropical haven of treachery known as Black Coral Bay, a wretched hive of scum and villainy tucked away safe and sound within the Republic of Pirates. Guy St. Pierre, the ostentatious swashbuckler; Dusk, the insomniatic rapscallion; Jameson Bonny, the handsome brute; Haley Armstead, the anxious swashbuckler; and Mad Marlowe, the mysterious buccaneer. Each of them scallywags carried their own secrets, some nursing grudges, others hungering for treasures, and a few bearing the weight of curses from past misdeeds and dark dealings. Welcome aboard, me hearties, to another game of Pirate Borg. A fate would have it the lot of them found employ under Captain Davies, a well-known buccaneer hailing from Coral Town. He be needing a fresh crew for a hunt, promising a hefty prize. The governor's own daughter gone missing, and the governor willing to part with a fat pile of silver for her return. And one by one, they paraded their skills before Captain Davies and his quartermaster, the salty dog known as Two Toes O'Malley. They left the Green Kraken Tavern with employment in hand, along with tales spun and a few secrets concealed from a night of gambling and revelry. Aboard Davies' vessel, the Eye of Chaos, the party worked as loyal hands, doing their part, to be sure. Now it be the 4th or maybe 5th night of the voyage when a lookout cried, "Sails! Sails to the port!" Paley, her spyglass in hand, took a peek at the oncoming ship, a ship bathed in an eerie, ghostly glow. Another sailor bellowed the ship's name, "Neptune's Maiden!" And a chill ran through the crew, for they knew the name of her captain, Captain Bloodheart, a bloodthirsty privateer, now long dead and returned in spectral form. And as Captain Bloodheart set her course towards them, Captain Davies roared for all hands to take their stations, for a battle loomed on the horizon, one that might very well send them to Davy Jones' locker. But before this clash unfurls, we sail back a night, perchance too. 'Twas a moonlight evening on the deck, as Dead-Eye Dale approaches Paley and Dusk, speaking with a whisper. He looks about at the calm night. Calm before the storm, it seems. Me hearties, we start this tale. Boy, I gotta say, Dusk, may I speak freely with ya?
Maybe?
I feel like, perhaps your reputation preceded you. I didn't recognize you there with the disguise you had, but we, well, Izzy, come on. And you see this sort of older gentleman limp out of the shadows. You look down and you recognize Izzy Leclerc, one of the deckhands. Old Izzy here, and Wilbur. Wilbur comes out as well. And Wilbur is a little bit younger, probably in his late teens. Strapping fellow, not as big as Jameson or as handsome, of course, but certainly a force to be reckoned with, and the three of them standing there. Well, as I mentioned before to yous, there's this business of Captain Davies' treasure map. The one that some say is cursed.
Yes.
Perhaps
Right.
it's true, perhaps it ain't. I don't know if you believe in curses and such.
I mean, who doesn't?
I mean, the clerk does. I believe it to be cursed, of course. Captain Davies himself cursed, probably. Shut it, Izzy. Now look, we know your reputation, and we've heard tale, well, of the Liberty Raider.
Yes.
Wilbur Higgins nods. Yeah, we heard. We heard
Yes.
the tales of the Liberty Raider and Captain Crowley and the courage that you both showed. You've got the spirit of true pirates in your hearts, you can tell. Not this slinking, backstabbing nonsense of Davies.
Yeah.
With your experience, we could be unstoppable. Take the map and the prize that it leads to. Be in the hands of those who earned it, and not someone hiding it from his crew.
Well, let me ask first, is there any sort of like proof of a curse?
There's no proof of a curse. It's just
suspicion,
rumors.
I guess.
Rumors and suspicion. I
Wait.
believe it to be cursed, but shut it, Izzy. Could be cursed, I suppose.
No, I think we should let Izzy speak.
Yeah, let Izzy speak.
Yeah.
I heard tale that it was cursed. The secret of the treasure itself, but also so much Spanish gold. It's worth a curse for that, I think.
Cool.
Do we have any idea of what kind of curse this is gonna be? Like a itchy feet curse, or like your flesh falls off your bones curse?
Oh, yeah.
It's unclear, but Davies has been obsessed with it. It seems obsessed in keeping it a secret. But I seen the map. I seen it. I seen him put it in his leather journal. I trying to hide it
Journal.
from me when I went to speak with the captain. Look. Jedi Dale leans in. You know, he's got one milky eye, but he looks at you with the clear one, kind of locked on you, Paley. You know as well as we do, Captain Davies be hiding that treasure map from all of us. We've toiled and bled for him. And what do we have to show for it? Nothing but crumbs from his table. That map leads to riches beyond our wildest dreams, and it's time we claimed our share of it. The rightful share.
And you know, if it doesn't lead to riches and it's just a terrible curse, that should be in the hands of someone very responsible, and to take care of it and make sure it's not just out there for other people to look at. And
But what if it's just a rumor, though? It's just a rumor to keep people from taking it.
I think that's
50-50
true.
chance. I
Davies be
suppose.
playing a dangerous game with us, Dusk, keeping secrets that would enrich all of us. I think the curse.
Or
rumors
damn
are
all of
false.
us. No?
Perhaps.
All right.
Perhaps, but it's worth a try for that level of prize. Oh boy.
Well, I think we've got two choices, and that's take the map or take the map.
She speaks true.
Yeah.
This ain't just about us. It's about the whole crew and the ones that have suffered under Davies' rule. We're looking to create a fair world on the high seas, yeah, boys? Where every hand gets their fair share, their rightful piece of the pie. If we join together, we can make it happen. What do you say?
Well, I say first, we have a backup captain.
They all kind of look at each other.
Because I do vote for Paley.
Well, it would come to a vote of the crew, of course, but we'd back ya. We'd back ya, Paley, if you join with us. When the time comes to make our move, can we count on your support?
Yeah, sure.
Let's just say that whatever happens to the captain might just happen. But first I must talk to the rest of our team.
Can they be trusted to keep a secret?
Oh, yes, of course. Sure.
Well, we could certainly use more hands for the cause. Very well then. Talk to your team.
All right. We'll be back. Let's go find the others.
Yeah, we should go over there for a minute.
We'll explain everything that happened, and then just kind of sit there like, thoughts? I mean, I could accidentally, do something about the captain and take the journal.
Well, it would be nice to know what it is before we really get into it. Like maybe we could sneak in there and just have a peek.
That is true. So the only thing I did catch from that, though, we'll just have to make sure to look at his leather journal. So I think that's where it's going to be. So at least we know where to look.
And then we'll know his heart's desires. Dear
Heart's
diary.
desires. Dear diary.
So you inform the rest of the crew of
Yeah.
the proposition before you from Deadeye Dale, Wilbur Higgins, and Izzy Leclerc.
Yes.
Okay.
Sid, Jameson, Mad. Thoughts?
Who said?
Guy.
Yeah.
Guy, I was looking at the name on Zoom, and it was the other way around.
Yeah.
Guy.
Are you in or out?
Should we do something fun? Yes, my
Yeah.
disguise is off. I forgot to use my waterproof stuff, and so it just kind of came off. So I just pretended like I was shaving, and now everyone knows who I am. So, yay!
That's great.
Do we know
Yeah.
he really has a map?
Yes, they did tell us it's in his leather journal, so we know where to look.
Someone's seen it.
Yes,
Was it that ideal?
I don't remember. It was one of them, and someone with an eye,
Yeah, he at least had one.
at least.
Well, sure. What's one more curse?
What about
Wait,
what about the
what?
curse of
I don't want to be cursed.
the special place in hell for kicking dogs, drinking the last of your rum, and mutineers? What about the curse of being a mutineer?
Well, then I'm fucked.
Yeah, I think it's a little too late.
Though I do not
Yeah.
want to put myself in the category of kicking dogs, that is vile. No, absolutely not. I will kick sharks, though.
You kick one, you kick them all.
So, do we do it? Do we not?
Sure. Why not?
We got one. What about the other two?
I think we should find out if that map is real first.
Agreed. Haley, did you want to sneaky sneak? Were you volunteering, or just was that a suggestion?
I don't know if you realize this. And she points to the heavily armored exterior helmet, chain shirt, and everything that just kind of squeaks and creaks as she walks and just goes, I'm not very sneaky.
I figured you would take it all off, and then no one would realize it was you, and you would just sneak in.
I think we did spend like 9 months on a dinghy, and
Not once.
Haley has never taken off the armor. I don't think that's a possibility. I
Yeah.
don't think.
No, that was a very clear oversight on my part. Look, I can do it, but that depends. What kind of role does stealth require?
Probably an agility check, I would say.
Well, out
Uh-oh.
of game, I do have +2 in agility.
So why?
I'm
Oh.
not too good at that.
Okay, perfect. Guy, you and me, do we rock, paper, scissors this? Or do you just want to, go and have some fun? You're pretty good at it.
Well, Rock. How about we both just go? Make it it make it more of a different game. Something we could put silver on it. See who finds it first.
I like it. I'll place 5.
Place 6.
Oh, you always one up me.
Well,
All right.
Okay, so you guys are coming up with a plan of how you might do is this a B&E situation that I'm hearing?
Basically, yeah.
Kind of? Okay. All right. All right. So as you know, as the night goes on, you hatch a bit of a plan. You put out a watch to kind of get a feel for whether or not you can make it happen. You do get the sense from observing the captain and some of the other officers on board that they are pretty tight about access to the captain's quarters. So you don't find an immediate way to bypass. The door is locked generally when the captain is not in the quarters for various reasons, I'm sure. Both of you give me a presence check.
Okay.
this is not what I'm good at.
I was gonna say your presence was not
Oh.
great.
14.
Okay.
I mean, no, I'm sorry. 12. I
Okay.
have a -1, not a
That's a
+1. I'm
success.
sorry.
Remind me the rules, how to roll again. I'm so sorry.
D20 and then add your presence
Okay, so
modifier,
it's a D20.
and you want to meet or beat a 12.
13.
Okay.
You're like you have to beat it, and you said it raised it rolled, and I was like,
That's perfect.
No.
oh.
Over the course of the couple of days before the battle ensues, you keep an eye as best you can without being super conspicuous, and you get the sense that you would probably need to break the door down or steal the key from the captain. And you also get the sense that if you stole the key, it would probably result in some sort of repercussions, let's just say. It seems like it's a risky move. It's not out of the question if you wanted to make a move without having all of the details. But while you are sort of coming up with this plan and debating your next move,
Is there no option for lock picking?
I was gonna ask.
there is an option for lock picking for sure. Yep. And while you're coming up with your next move, maybe that same night or maybe a different night, Two Toes O'Malley, the quartermaster, approaches you, Guy. Well, the captain wants to speak with you.
With
Follow
me.
me. And he starts walking towards the captain's quarters.
Don't lose
All
your
right.
silver.
So yeah. All right, I follow, and I just turn back to Dusk and make a gesture like maybe now's the time. And yeah, let's go to the captain's quarters.
Okay.
And I'll do exactly that, and I'll try to kind of be almost like a lookout in a way.
Okay, so you kind of post up maybe outside the door to the captain's quarters as Guy walks in. Two Toes O'Malley sort of opening the door, gesturing for Guy to walk in. Guy walks in. Two Toes closes the door, turns around and looks at you and says, "What are you up to then?"
Who, me?
"I'm looking at you." "Yes."
Sorry, I couldn't tell. Am I not allowed to just stand here?
"Don't you have something to be doing?"
Not at the moment. I finished all my chores.
"And stand about."
Oh.
And he walks away, limping, because he's Two Toes O'Malley. You can probably guess why he has that name. Guy, as you enter into the room, you see Captain Davies. He gestures you in. "Come in, take a seat." And he walks over to a small wooden cabinet that he opens, and he pulls out a fancy bottle. And he takes 2 pewter cups off of the shelf next to it and sets them down and pours what you can instantly smell, the rum, the scent of fine rum fill the air. He walks back over to where you're sitting and places one of the cups in front of you.
When I sit, I kind of sit a bit too familiar.
Sure.
More casual, feet up on the table.
He sets the cup of rum down in front of you and then just sort of looks at your feet.
Oh, sorry, Captain.
Saint Pierre, ye ever hear tell of the infamous pirate captain they call Wicked Westmoreland? You can tell he's thinking as he takes his rum and walks back to his side of the table and sits down. Eric West is what his true name was. Well, he'd laid claim to a treasure map of sorts, an arcane key accompanying it, and an ancient relic he did. Yeah, he snatched him from a stowaway, some unwitting scamp who dared dream of adventure aboard his ship. The ruthless scallywag of a captain not only confiscated the relic, but in his twisted way, forced the poor lass to walk the plank, showing no mercy after stealing her treasures. Of course, he had nary a choice, being that the crew saw the presence of a female aboard the ship to be unlucky and all. Fucking heathens. He pauses. But fate be a cruel mistress, St. Pierre. You see, Westmoreland's ship met its watery doom, pulled into the reef by a monstrous tempest off the coast of Tortuga. Aye, he survived, clutching that map and holding on to that key as if it would open the pearly gates themselves. Just the captain and 8 of his crew survived that wreck. The worst of the worst they be. Don't worry now, I'm fixing to wrap this up right quick, and here it gets good. 'Cause one by one, each of them who'd survived that there shipwreck, all 8 souls, they met a gruesome end, murdered at the hand of some unknown assailant, and brutally so, mind ya. Westmoreland, terrifying for his own life, knew he'd be next on death's list. Now, I don't know what became of Westmoreland. More than likely went mad with the knowledge of treasure on the other side of that map, obsessing over it and knowing it to be evil, yet unable to shake the lure. Well, he lost everything he owned in a game of sloops, and the map, the key, everything. Went apeshit over the loss of it and disappeared into the night. Savage and respected captain turned lunatic he was. Damn shame. He finishes his rum and gets up and pours another for himself, walks over and pours you another. This here tale, St. Pierre, is a cautionary one. Knowledge, especially of the hidden kind, can be a shadowy path leading to ruin. Sometimes it's better to let go of the dark secrets and the cursed treasures, for they can weigh heavier than any anchor. Of course, that's easier said than done. Now, St. Pierre, the Pied Piper of Havana. I knew it rang a bell in the bar, though I played coy. I'm curious, what brings a legendary pirate like yourself to serve as a humble deckhand on me ship? What be driving ya these days? Why are you here?
Well, first of all, I don't think I'll call myself legendary. Don't think I've earned that label yet. As to why I'm here, and I kind of get up, I stand up with the rum, and just kind of like mill about the cabin, and just take this, just looking around. Well, of course, I have my own tasks, missions, quests to accomplish, and being aboard the ship, being with our little group that you've hired, helps to further those plans, helps to further that mission. You spoke about knowledge, knowing knowing. And this trip, this time I'll spend here on the ship will help me learn a lot of things. And I just want to take a quick glance to see if I see the journal.
All right, give me a presence check.
Okay.
You got this. You got this.
A 9.
Oh,
Do you
You
happen
look
to have any
around
of
the
those?
room.
I do
Oh,
have
yeah,
a devil's luck.
You
I
can
do
use
have
a
a
devil's
luck.
luck. Yeah.
And I'll use
You
one
can-
to reroll.
you can reroll it, yep.
You reroll it. Yeah, let's reroll it. What's that? That's an 11.
Okay.
creeping up there.
You
Better?
look around. You look around the captain's quarters, and you
Gotta beat
see
that 12.
nautical charts piled on the desk. You see books on a bookshelf that look to be old and valuable. You see paintings on the wall, probably prizes that they've taken from raiding other merchant ships and the like. Various bottles of liquor. It's dark and dusty. There's a snuff box on the table. There's a quill and a pencil. You see maybe the journal, though you don't really have a good description of what the journal looks like, but there's various books that are on the desk as if he keeps them close, perhaps. He turns to you as you're sort of just pacing a little bit and looking about. You speak of this crew you're with, and your loyalties to them are admirable, I'd say. If they further your motivations and your own quest, then so be it. But you're also part of this crew now, and I need to know that when the time comes, you understand what that means. Can I count on you, St. Pierre?
Of course, Captain. I wouldn't put myself here and not expect to be available when needed.
I was hoping
Especially-
you'd say that.
Especially since it sort of, furthers, helps me accomplish my own goals.
Well, then what I'm about to ask, although the answer may be difficult for you, I need to know. Because you know well enough that I've heard the tales of your curse. The Gilded Eagle, and what with you being only one of the survivors. Tell me, St. Pierre, and be true. What happened out there on the Eagle?
That's the answers to that question. I'd like to know myself. To be completely honest, I don't know. We are out there. We found a hidden cove, decided to make land. We've been on the ocean for a while, so we decided that it's time to get a rest, feel the earth beneath our feet. And someone found a cave. We explored the cave. And next thing you knew, we were come upon by those dreadful undead. And then I spit, and I forgot we were inside. But I had a spit. The dreadful undead. And one thing led to another. It was an explosion or two, as pirates tend to make. And I found myself floating on the last memories I had were a few of us running out of the cave. And I found myself floating on a piece of driftwood. And then a fishing vessel about 3 days later. I woke up 3 days later on a fishing vessel, and that's all there is to the story. Woke up, didn't know where anyone was, and I had these dreadful scars to prove that I survived the day. And
You
then I
show
take
him this- Yeah. Sorry,
I
go
mean,
ahead.
I just kind of opened my shirt. The only thing that's like covered is my hand that's kind of wrapped. And the shirt is just whatever is the scars on the body are just there. But with the jacket, the coat I wear, and the shirt is sort of covered, so it's not like exposed. But yeah, like I open the shirt and you just see those bright blue like burns, like that not driftwood, firewood, dying firewood, and I take a big swig of the rum. Can't taste a lick, but it always comforts me to drink. Yeah, that's all there is to the story. There's nothing more, nothing less. I've tried over the years to search for everyone else that survived. I found one or two, but
Scattered
sort
to
of
the four winds, then they are.
4 winds and 7 seas, it seems like.
What if I told you, St. Pierre, that there was a way to end it, to get rid of the curse? Once and for all, this curse, the curse of the scourge, all of it.
Well, Captain, I'd say you have an active listener.
Well, if you stick close and you prove yourself true, someday, together, we may be able to find the answer. I believe that it's out there, and I believe that we're close to finding it. We just need the resources to continue the search. And I'll leave it at that because I'm afraid to divulge too much. But given what I know about you, what I know about the stakes, well, it's good to know I can count on you when the time comes.
Does Captain Davies look familiar to me?
Not really, no. I would say you've probably never met Captain Davies.
All right.
Yeah, you may have heard of him because he does have a bit of a reputation around the Empire or the Republic of Pirates.
All right. Okay. Captain, you speak as if you too share the same burden as I.
Well, my burden's not quite the same as yours, Pierre. But I do feel that I feel responsible for doing something, to making a change for the better. I'll leave it at that. It's late. I'm glad we had time to talk.
As am I. All right. I'll take my leave.
And he walks up and he comes over and reaches out his hand to shake yours.
I shake it.
All right. He has a firm grip, and as you shake hands, he looks you in the eye and just says, I trust it'll be discreet with the information we've discussed tonight. Be well and be ready. And he goes and opens the door for you to leave.
And I leave.
Dusk, you see the door swing open and Guy walks out. I don't know if the rest of your party is with you on the deck or not, but perhaps you are. But you do have a chance, all of you, if you'd like to discuss anything, and then we'll flash forward back to the combat.
Yeah, I want to see if Guy is going to tell us.
Dusk and I walk while Dusk and I walk away from the captain's quarters. I'm like, wow, that's a nice guy. It'll be a shame when we have to kill him. You just walk away. And we just keep walking.
Okay.
Because I told him I'll be ready for when the time comes, but I never said what time I'm talking about.
Smart.
What
I'm sitting here like,
time
oh
do you
man, are we
have?
gonna have to be like good guys now and like help find this cure?
Mine, sure.
Each their own, they say. Let me ask this, with that knowledge, and then with the time that you have the next night or two before what happens next happens, Marlo, is there anything that you would want to check in on or discuss or... well, first of all, Guy, do you inform the rest of the party beyond dusk? Anything that transpired in the captain's quarters?
I tell them that that there's a possibility that he has a map. I confirm the map, the cursed map, and the relic, that it went from maybe 40-50 to maybe a 80% chance that it is there and it is real. So I was gonna kill him anyway, so whatever happens when the map happens.
I mean, really, all you have to do is give me the signal and I'll take care of it. I'm trying to be better and not go rogue, so I'll do it with permission.
That works.
It's hard. I don't like it.
And we would have talked, or our little group would have known something about Mad Marlowe's mission, right?
I don't know,
No?
Mad Marlowe. I don't think so.
I think you're the only one who knows.
Oh yeah, I am the only one who knows. I forgot that's what happened. Yeah,
Kind of a secret.
I forgot that's what happened. So yeah,
Dylan left out.
I pull Marlo on the side like a little bit later after our little congregation, and I tell him, I confirmed the map, and I said, and I do tell him about Wicked Westmoreland and how he may have came to acquired the map and the relic. I divulge that to Marlo.
Did the captain say we're Westmoreland Lee? Is he dead?
Well, from what the captain knows, no, he's sure he's still alive. But where he is, he didn't tell me at the time.
Well,
so there somewhere.
I suppose we should get the map, huh?
Oh, big yarns.
Amongst other things.
Well, I be here to assist. Very willingly, whenever you call.
Only we could get a distraction, and then everybody would come out and look, and then you guys could run in and grab the map.
I think I have an idea. Jameson,
Yeah.
would you
Seems like-
mind playing a game of arm wrestling with me? Perhaps on this barrel over here. I'm sure I could outmaneuver you.
We'll see about that.
Maybe I'll slap that pretty face of yours if I win. And he'll come out and he'll he'll take his good arm and he'll place it on there, and he's gonna start to roll up the crew. All right, let's go see if he be the strongest of the crew. Who'll be holding up them oars? Look at pretty boy Jameson with his little flower mouth. Come on. and he's just stretching, and he's cracking his knuckles, and he's trying to roll up the rest of the kind of the crew to kind of check this out and kind of
Boy.
motion in towards him.
We got a contest over here. Check it out, boys.
I start taking bets. All right, so
Well, before you take bets, I will remind you that the contract that you signed was prohibited gambling on the deck. So, I mean, you could totally do it, but that would be in a direct violation of your contract. Just saying.
I take bets with Dusk.
Off the books.
Off the books.
All right, so
Going
are
up.
you guys doing a full blown arm wrestling? Because if you are, let's get a contested toughness roll from the two of yous.
All right.
Perfect.
I start playing the flute. Well, no, not yet. I'm gonna wait till someone wins. Then we're gonna celebrate.
I'm gonna
Toughness?
hover over, like encouraging slapping.
Not strength.
I think yeah, strength is better. Absolutely. Yeah.
Just roll a natural 20.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay.
Total of 23.
Well, I don't think there's any way I'm going to beat that, but I'm going to try anyway. As I'm obviously being completely manhandled and can tell that I'm really going to just get my arm twisted here. Could I use like presence to make a big deal out of it? Like, like make a big show of it.
Yeah,
It's
Jameson will
like,
kind of draw it out too. He'll
yeah, like can't make it too, we got to give him a show here.
I feel like you guys have done this before.
He just gets thrown into a bunch of barrels.
I got a 15 on presence.
Yeah, that's a success for sure. Oh, look at it! Hey, yeah, just about broke his arm.
Army arm.
Two
was
toes
beautiful.
Two toes O'Malley comes up and
Too
says,
easy.
"All right, boys, all right. Good show. Gonna break his arm off, Bonnie, for Christ's sakes."
Do
All right,
it
just-
again!
Just one more time, and then he will lift up his sleeve and show the 666 that was tattooed on his arm the night before. Now the spirit of the devils be in me.
What's that say?
Come have it ye again. It's 999 to you.
Triple nines.
Triple
All
nines.
nights. All right.
Where's the captain at this time?
Captain's in his quarters.
I'm gonna go to the captain's quarters, and I'm gonna lure him out with a drink and a good time, just throwing bets, and maybe starting a big old competition. See who's the strongest.
Okay, as you are walking in that direction, and as the guys are setting up for the next bout of arm wrestling with Two Toes O'Malley looking over, you hear from the crow's nest a shout. Sails! Sails to the port!
Bummer.
And spyglasses go up, and one of the people says, "It's the Neptune's maiden! It can't be! It can't be! She went down! Captain Bloodheart! The Phantom Captain is upon us!" And that's when the door opens dusk and slams shut behind the captain as he walks out. And the combat begins as Paley is looking and can see that the ship turns towards you. And Captain Davis says, "She plans to come about to your stations."
Marlo would take this moment that everyone's distracted to slam Jameson's hand onto the barrel.
Hey,
All right, I win.
I was distracted.
The red's in my position.
I'm gonna still try and use this distraction and lockpick my way through the door.
I'm proud of you.
I run interference. I kind of stay between Dusk and everyone else, and just try to cause a distraction from what Dusk is doing. So, time for a fight. And I set something on fire.
Oh God,
Wait,
it's
you're
happening
what?
again.
You're setting our own ship on fire.
Oh, not
I
again!
just
Wait, what?
I
happening?
start a fire. I get like a torch or something to start a fire, so everyone looks at me instead of like looking at Dusk, and kind of looks at me and is like, "What are you doing? Put the fire on their boat." Because I'm gonna shoot first, ask questions never. So I pull out my rapier and a torch, and I'm just waving it about, like around like the barrels with
okay.
gunpowder and stuff. All right, time for a fight.
"What the fuck are you doing?" One of the guys comes over and starts to grab the torch from you. And I need you guys to, I would like Paley to roll a D6 initiative. So you guys have the stats for the ship. I'm going to transition over to a map here, and you guys will have opportunities to do some crew actions during this. You're going to add the agility of your ship, which is +1, Bailey. So give me a D6 roll.
So I rolled a 6, so +1, 7.
Okay,
Ooh.
so nice roll. So you guys have the initiative against the Neptune's Maiden. That means that Paley, you can move the ship up to its speed, which is 4 hexes, and you can make 2 turns as long as they're not in the same hex. And the other thing too is like there are different crew actions that you guys can take to influence the speed of the ship, and you have that in front of you. So, let's do this. What are the crew actions that you would want to take? Let's start with Paley.
Oh man, crew actions. Okay. So should I try to fire the broadsides? Are we too far away for that?
You can fire the broadsides, but right now you would have to move the ship first. So if you want to be like shooting the broadsides, we can do the ship movement first, if that's the plan. I feel like that would be what Captain Davies would probably think was a good idea anyways. So if you can hold that thought.
Okay.
And then Bonnie, what do you want to do?
Let's see. He's going to be helping to hoist the sail, go full sail.
Okay, so give me an agility check. So give me a D20 and add your personal
Is it the boat or
agility.
mine?
But it's the boat. It's a ship agility plus your agility,
Oh, okay.
and the boat's agility is +1.
16 and
So that's a success.
-1 for my own agility. Sorry.
Okay.
So it's 15.
Okay, so that's a success. So you will get
All right.
to take 1 extra hex. You get five hexes of movement
All
when
right.
the time comes.
Okay.
Let's see, Guy, what would you like to do?
Well,
Someone is kind of trying to stop you with the torch on board the ship next to the gunpowder barrels.
I push him off.
Okay,
And
you're gonna use your action to push the guy away.
I kind of push. If it's a full action, I guess. But I just kind of wanted to push him off and inspire him to get away from me and get ready for battle.
Yeah, it would be your action to like push him away.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I kind of push him away and said, "What am I doing? What are you doing? It's time for a fight.
Give me
Come
a
on."
strength check.
All right. A hardy +0.
Uh-oh.
So 3.
He comes in and grabs for the torch, and you kind of struggle to push him away, and he tears the torch out from your hands. You're gonna get us all killed, and he throws the torch overboard into the ocean.
I
Dusk.
successfully did what I was trying to do. So
Yeah, Dusk, what would you like to do with your crew action?
I'm right by the door to the captain's quarters, so I'm going to lockpick it, or at least try it.
Do you have lockpick tools?
I do. I
Okay.
have 10 lockpicks.
Very cool. Very cool. So give me an agility check.
Okay. I have a +2 in agility.
Nice.
There you go. 17.
17. Yeah, you run over and you pick the lock. Give me also a presence check as you're doing
good,
this.
it's just a 0.
Do they have any bonuses because I was trying to run interference?
Not really.
All right.
Okay, well, that's just an
I-
11.
I tried.
11. Okay, as you go to the door, you look about and you can't see anyone looking at you, and you start to pick the lock, and the door opens, and you peer inside as the door cracks open. So that was your action. Mad Marlowe, what would you like to do?
Marlowe will get ready the crew as the ship is approaching closer for small arms combat.
Okay.
He'll once the ship comes and he sees a bunch of people standing around, some of the old training comes back to him. Yar, what he be, landlubbers, get your guns ready. And just like he opens up his coat and busts out his musket and gets people to stand in a line and get ready to, as they approach to radiant aim. Marlowe will tend to do more of the crew actions than anything else.
Okay. All right, Paley. So right now there's a ghost ship bearing down on you, and people are somewhat terrified about what's happening. I need you to roll a 2d6. This is called a morale check. So we need to see if we can beat the morale in order to take an action against the ship.
Oh, actually, all right. So I rolled a 6 and a 4, so 10.
That's a success. So you,
Nice.
the crew, possibly with the inspiration of Mad Marlowe and the captain and Two Toes and the others, they seem to know what they're doing, but for a minute they hesitate, and Mad Marlowe gets them all riled up, and muskets come out, and some of the men run to the broadsides, and the ship is going to move. So Ashley, Paley, why don't you move the ship? You can move it 5 hexes. If you want to get in range for your broadside attack, you can only attack sort of off to the side of the ship, right? So you don't have to move 5 hexes if you don't want to, but you have that option, as well as 2 turns.
How far away do I have to be to shoot them?
You're close enough right now where you could if they were more to the side of the ship.
Okay. So I guess I'll just go 1, 2, 3. Can I go 4?
Yep, so that would be a turn.
5?
Yep. So that would be your
And
5 turns.
shoot?
Yep, and now we can get both the small arms fire. So Marlowe, give me a d20 roll plus your presence. The skill of your crew is a +0, so it's just a straight d20 plus your presence. And then Paley, give me a broadsides, which is your presence again. Same thing. So a d20 plus your presence. Marlo, looks like that was a success.
Now it's 21. with my
21.
presence.
Wow. Okay. So give me a d8 for damage.
Oh, that's good.
Three.
3. Okay. The muskets go off, and you can see them hitting the phantom ship, and pieces of it are flying off. What about the broadsides attack?
I rolled an 18 and I have nothing to add to it.
That's okay. It's a success. Anything above a 12 is a success. Did you roll damage yet? Give me a d8 roll for damage.
8. 3.
Okay. All right. So that is your turn. Everybody's had a turn, right? Everybody got a chance to do a crew action. All right.
Did we
so
do damage for the small arms?
Yep.
Yes,
you
it
did
was also
3 and 3. Yep. So Neptune's Maiden is going to move 1, 2. It is going to fire broadsides. Give me a. Actually, I roll it on my end.
Would you mind adjusting it on the stream as well? Just going up a little bit.
Say it again.
On the stream, the boats are really close to the top of the screen.
How's that?
Just so we can see better. There we go.
Okay. all right.
Perfect. Thanks.
That is a success. I rolled a 12. So you guys are going to take, with broadside fire, 8 points of damage as the side of your ship just and pieces of wood go flying in all directions.
Oh,
That was max
Okay.
damage.
That was max damage. Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, did you 12 damage? How much damage?
8. I did 8 damage.
Oh crap.
Yep. And then it is going to turn 3. 4, and it's going to make a small arms attack as well. And the you can see now as the ship is getting closer that there are ghostly figures aboard the ship, and they're firing muskets, and bullets are whizzing past your heads as you're reloading your muskets on board the ship. That is their turn. Let's roll d6 this time. Let's have Guy roll the initiative for this round. You roll initiative every round for the naval combat,
I honestly really like that.
and then you
5.
add your agility. So you
My agility or the ship's agility?
the ship's agility, which is a +1.
6.
Yep. So
6.
you have the initiative. What would you guys like to do for your crew actions this time? Let's start with Dusk. You
So
creak
I-
open the door and you look inside.
Is anybody else in there? Just
You're not
double-checking.
sure. You're not sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Not sure. Either way, I'm gonna go in, and I'm gonna see if I can find this leather-bound journal.
Okay.
'Cause I think that's the only place we know where it might be.
All right. So you move inside and you start searching. Give me a presence check to search about.
I really quick. I would have said that I saw a journal. I guess it was on the desk, right?
Yes.
It's on the desk.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did. I saw a journal on the desk. I didn't know if it was the journal, but I saw a journal on
Okay.
the desk.
Perfect. So I'll just kind of like rummage around as carefully as I can to make it not look like I obviously broke in. Ooh, 17.
Okay. Yeah, you run in there, you look about, you see books everywhere, you scan over to the desk and you can see papers and you can see that there is a leather-bound journal on the desk.
Do I have anything left in my turn? Like, do I have the opportunity to just quickly like go through it?
You can grab it and try to open it up, but you wouldn't have a whole lot of time to decipher what's inside of it.
Uh-huh.
But you can have it in your possession.
I now have it in my possession.
There we go, a leather-bound journal. I love it. All right, so for you guys, since you're gonna kind of decide what to do with the ship this
Just
time,
like drop it.
you have a sense of what you want to do. Like, do you want to? You think it's time to board? Do you want to try to like get out of there? Do you want to just kind of keep pace with the Neptune's Maiden and unload the broadsides and small arms fire? You do have the option of moving 4 hexes if you'd like.
We even know they can be hit and damaged.
Maybe you've probably run into undead before. They're fairly common foes in these waters of the dark Caribbean.
You said ghosts though. Ghosts
they're-
are not
Yeah.
dead. Ghosts are not dead.
They're
are kinda
ghostly.
too ghostly. All right.
Yeah.
I'd like to roll an Arcana.
What's the captain doing? Like, is he just
He is
chilling?
giving orders. Fire! He is basically, there's someone else at the helm of the ship, but he is standing there and like shouting orders for the crew.
I mean, we hit him once with the broadsides, right? So
You hit him with the broadsides and the small arms fire.
did it look like they took damage or no?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, do it again.
I
All
didn't
right.
like that tone.
Let's do it again.
All right, so you're gonna kind of keep
Yeah.
pace with them as you're both sailing forward. We'll just leave the ships there as they're kind of keeping pace with each other. Marlo, what is your crew action gonna be?
small fire again?
All right, give me a d20 roll and a d4 for damage.
That will be 13 for the roll,
Okay, that's a success. So give me that damage.
and damage is
Ooh,
4.
nice. Okay.
Yar, you be doing more damage than you cannons. Come on.
Paley, what would you like to do? You want to fire the
Oh.
broadsides again? Do you want to use any other actions that you might have?
See, anything else? Hmm. I don't know. I guess I'll try to do broadsides again.
Okay. Give me a d20 roll and add your presence.
Like my personal presence?
Yes.
Nope.
The broadsides go wide as the ship sort of like hits a big wave. Bonnie, what would you like to do?
He's going to be racing around, hauling, heavy wood, helping the repair crews. So he's going to be trying to repair the ship.
All right, give me a presence check. And again, all of the difficulty ratings are 12s on these. So if you get a 12 or more, you're successful.
Okay. 16.
So roll a d6 as you and a couple of the other crew members are now like patching up some of the holes in the side of the ship. You're not taking on water or anything, but definitely.
Ooh, a 6.
Okay, so you guys take back 6 hit points.
Nice.
Very nicely done. Everybody got a chance to take an
I
action?
didn't do anything.
Okay. All right, Guy, what would you like to do?
I'd like to, in an attempt to inspire the crew to give them more motivation, I'll pull out the flute and I'll start playing battle music.
Ooh.
Part of the reason why I was nicknamed the Pied Piper of Havana. It's a whole story, so it's a whole lot of things. But yeah, I just start fluting it up.
And what's the effect that you are hoping to elicit from the playing?
So I'm gonna play like hard, fast, aggressive flute noises
Flute metal.
to try to get the crew pumped up and more excited. Music is linked to the psychological things, so I'm gonna try to hype them up. Play a little background music like the music that we're listening to right now.
All right, I love it. Yeah, you don't need to roll for that. You're a skilled flautist. Yep. So yeah, you start playing, and it seems like it's riling up the crew. Even though they're terrified, they are working as best they can, and that is exactly when the ship takes a couple of shots at you, first with small arms, as these ghostly crew members level these glowing blue muskets and fire, and you can just hear from the other ship, not music, not flute metal, but just like gnashing of teeth and chanting from the ghosts as they take a shot at you. And they do hit with small arms for 1 damage. And the broadsides fire, missing as they fly over the deck. Bonnie, as you're fixing up the side of the ship, a cannonball just flies past you and the men, and it like just barely missed you. And that's when the ship comes in and they take an action to board you. And you can hear Captain Davies shout out, "Prepare to be boarded! Prepare to repel boarders!" And that, my friends, is when you see...
Ooh, loading scene.
Yes, sir. You see a ghost captain and ghostly creatures begin to move forward as they throw hooks over, grappling hooks, and pull your boat closer to theirs. And they don't use planks to cross. They float across to your ship, making their way.
Can I move myself?
Yes, you can.
Because I'm for sure not over there.
Yeah, you're inside or maybe just coming out. Let's say, Dusk, you're just coming out with the leather-bound journal that you've tucked into your... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you look up and you can see as the captain's like, "Prepare to repel boarders," these ghostly apparitions floating across the deck towards you. And you know what? Because of the time, I think this is where we'll take a quick break.
No!
And when we come back, we will dive into this combat with the Eye of Chaos and the ghostly Neptune's Maiden. My friends, this could be it. This will be it. The fight for your lives. And I would like to say, for all of our friends that are hanging out in chat, don't forget that we do have a giveaway. The good friends that we have at Free League Games have given us an opportunity to provide you with a digital copy of the Pirate Borg rule set. It's freaking fantastic. So please enter to win. Type exclamation drawing. Andy G3D is going to show you how it's done. It's very, very easy. We are going to take just a quick break, and then we will be back for more Pirate Borg. Thank you so much. Hey, thank you for the resub, Lord Gazumba. Great to see you. Looking forward to virtual Greyhawk Con in just a couple of weeks. My friends, we'll be right back. Thank you so much. My friends, welcome back. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thanks for coming back from the break. We are getting into a little bit of a combat here, so I'm very excited to see how this goes. As a little bit of a recap for folks who might just be joining us, our intrepid pirate team here, crew, if you will, has joined up with Captain Davies and the Eye of Chaos on a mission to perhaps recover the governor's missing daughter. But in the process, they have learned a bit about maps and curses and keys and motivations that could be true or false, devious or blessed. It's hard to say, but as the crew had been planning perhaps to a little heist to gather the map, which they believe to be inside of a leather-bound journal, which is now in the possession of.
I was gonna say the heist
Dusk.
technically worked out.
The heist did work out, but as you were planning the heist, you were set upon by a ghostly crew. the crew of Neptune's Maiden, led by none other than Pirate Bloodheart, Captain Pirate Bloodheart, a ruthless privateer with a vendetta. A lot of vendettas in Pirate Borg, I'm learning. Anyways, here we are, getting ready to go for the fight as these creatures have floated across, pulling your ship with grappling hooks, anchoring you securely to the ghostly ship. They float across the open water and essentially confront each of you. I would like each of you to roll initiative, which is a d6 plus your agility. And I will go around and ask you for your roll. So let's start with Mad Marlowe. What did you roll?
4.
Okay.
Number 4. Sorry, I was on mute.
All right.
Number
Paley.
3, my lord.
5.
Okay. Dusk.
7. I have a +2 in agility.
That's amazing.
Thank heavens.
Guy.
I've also rolled a 7. I also have
Okay.
a +2 in agility. Also plus,
That's
thank
right.
the heavens.
And Bonnie.
I rolled a 2 and I have a -1 in agility, so it was a 1.
Hey, we're fighting over here.
Mhm.
Yeah, hey, over
He's
here.
facing the wrong way.
Where are they? Let me at them. All right, so that puts us at Dusk and Guy. You are at the top of the initiative order.
Yep.
Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Aaron, my laundry. Very cool handle. Yar. I love
Yar.
I love that stuff. All right, so Guy and Dusk, what would you like to do?
Dusk can go first.
Well, okay. Very kind. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, and I was gonna have you go.
Oh well, I'll go. That's fine.
Yeah, if you have an idea of what you want to do, please
Yeah.
go right ahead.
So, so those same barrels of black powder. So I roll one over, I kick off the top, and I yell to Jameson, throw this over. And I light another torch. Where do I keep getting these torches from? Who knows? Light another torch.
Special ability?
Torch lighting? All right, so you spark up a torch and kick open a barrel.
And I instruct Jameson to throw it over to their ship.
I love it. All right. Dusk.
Okay. So let me get onto the correct pen. So don't move stuff. This guy right here.
Mm-hmm.
Technically above me, I would assume.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. Up on sort of the upper deck. Yep. So these are
Okay.
stairs right here, or like a ladder right here, and where this crew member of yours is.
Okay.
So these guys, like Dale and some of these other NPCs, these are all members of your crew. I think that's pretty obvious. But yes,
Okay.
it is above you.
Okay. Could I make my way around
Yeah.
like this?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of make my way around right about here. I'm gonna take my axe and my axe.
You have my axe.
I will throw in a Lord of the Rings quote everywhere I can.
That's fine.
Okay, so my weapon. Oh, I guess I should have had that pulled up. Page 29. Let me get there real quick. Glad I wrote down what page it's on. Battle axe is a d6 of damage, so I'm gonna roll that.
Yeah,
D6
roll to
do I
hit and
use?
roll your damage.
To hit, is that also a d6?
No, it's a D20.
D20,
Plus your
that's right,
strength.
thank you. Oh, lovely. That's gonna be getting 1. Oh, 7 to hit.
That does not hit. You swing and it just sort of like floats through the apparition as it sort of shifts out of the way of your swing.
Look, that guy was in my way.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. And he kind of shifts a
You-
little bit.
You better make sure you hit now.
All right, that is takes us to Paley.
Okay. All right. I just noticed. So I have this chain shirt on, right? And it says negative D4 to damage, but DR +2 on agility test. That means that it makes it harder.
Mhm.
Is that true?
Yep. So you'd
Does
have
that
to
mean
meet a
that
14
my
instead of a 12 for
does that
agility.
affect my initiative?
Yeah, it should have. Yes.
Okay, so then I should be 2
You had a
less.
3. Yep.
There you
All right,
go.
Marlo instead of Paley. Thank you, Ashley.
Yeah.
Well, let's see here. I think Marlo is going to he is going to attack. He's going to fire his musket at Ghost Pirates B. Is the
Okay.
one that's still on the ship, like heading this way, I suppose.
Okay. Yep.
And he will do his trusty musket. That's was it agility for firearms?
That's right. Yep.
All right. Let's see. 18.
Yep. That definitely hits.
All right.
So give me some damage.
I am looking up the damage. I did not have that on here. Apologies.
I did the same thing. You're good.
I was like, oh, I forgot to put the musket damage. Oh, here it is. Flintlock, pistol, musket. 2d6. Sweet.
Wow. Nice.
Whoa.
Okay. 4 points of damage.
All right. 4 points of damage as you fire the musket. The ball flying through across the open water, hitting the pirate crewman who is drawing a cutlass. It hits the arm of this creature and it kind of reels, and then it looks over at you. You're next. And take note that the musket does require reloading, so make sure you keep an eye on that as well, if that's what you'd like to do. So you can also move if you want, or say epic shit on your turn. It's totally up to you.
What I'm going to do is after he fires upon one of them, he's going to turn around and start looking at Paley as he's reloading his gun, and is going to use the reflection of Paley's armor to aim for his next shot.
Ooh, like
Next
a trick
round.
shot, like a
Should
trick
be
shot
like-
kind of thing.
Yep. Yeah, he's going to turn around.
yeah.
And
Okay.
All right, very cool, very cool. All
Don't
right,
look at me, look at them.
start.
Oh,
What are you doing?
Paley, it is your turn.
All right, I take out my cat 09 tails because
I love your character so much.
Cat of 9 tails.
yeah, right.
It's
Somebody's
basic.
gonna get it.
That's
Yeah.
random.
No, I'm armor cat of 9 tails. Which one did Marlo hit? Was it
B, this guy on
B?
on board the ship over here.
Yeah, it was B.
Okay. I am going to move forward.
Thanks, Cardman.
Oh.
And
you have a Devil's Luck guy from Cardman.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. I
You
need
lucky
it.
duck.
Yeah,
You.
I do need it. Yeah.
okay. I am going to take out my cat of 9 tails and try to hit a character that has already been hit once. With it, I have a 10-foot reach,
Okay, perfect. I was just about to ask about that. Perfect.
and
So it's
let's see,
a
because
strength-based attack because it's a melee attack.
right, and it's -2 to DR when
Okay.
attacking an enemy that has already been attacked this turn.
Very cool.
because
So meet or beat a 10.
we're ganging up on one.
Heck yeah. Very cool. Good strategy.
Okay. I got, and this is this is melee, or is it
It is.
okay, cool. So that is a 12.
Yep, that hits. Give me some damage, please.
Okay. And then D.
And if you want, you
Four.
guys can roll the d20 and your damage at the same time.
I
Oh my gosh, I
got a
totally
1.
forgot you asked about that.
1.
I rolled a 1.
All right, it's
Do
better
I
than
get to
none.
add anything to the
Nope.
damage? It's just
It's just
straight
the damage.
whatever
Yep,
it is.
just the damage. All right,
Perfect.
so that is
I would also like to take a step back if I can afterwards.
that's a
Is that
smart
it
move.
in
Get
the
away
game?
from the edge of the ship.
Very small. Very smart. Very
Alright.
smart.
All right, so
I'll
then it
drown.
is their turn.
Oh, I didn't get to go yet.
I know.
Oh no, they go before me. Never mind.
They do. All right, so this guy is going to float across Marlowe and take a swing at you. Give me a defense check, please. That is your agility.
Roll great.
check.
I believe in you.
Then there was agility, right?
It's agility, correct.
Take
Okay.
over the other
Agility.
ship. Get them all over here.
All right, let's see what happens.
Yeah,
Oops.
we'll just trade ships. Obviously, that one can't sink.
All right.
Right. That's a good point.
I just wanted to be noted. Scars, they're glowing a little bit.
Ooh.
16.
Ooh, yeah. He comes in and you put up your musket and you like block the sword as he cuts down at you. This other one floats over towards Guy, and Guy is going to swing at you. So give me a defense, please. And you have your ability, so it's a 10. Meter beat a 10 with agility.
Meter beat a 10
Yes.
with agility.
Hey, Limithron, thank you very much for the follow. The author of the Pirate Borg system is in the chat. Thank you so much.
Yar.
This is so freaking
Oh.
cool.
Yar!
Great to see you. We are getting into it here.
That is 17.
Yeah, you put up your sword and block
I
the
block it with
incoming
the flute.
attack. Oh, with your flute. There we go.
I
Even
have a
better.
knife on the end of the flute. I'll just
Nice.
flick it out.
I forgot about that.
Like
Yeah.
a flute bayonet.
It comes in and misses you. There is, strangely enough, a ghost monkey that
What?
So this is Pirates of the Caribbean.
monkey.
flies across, jumps into the rigging, and then drops down on this gentleman right here who Dusk was just kind of like moving out of the way. Dusk, give me a D20 roll, please, for this guy. This is his defense.
It's not Dead Ideal or Easy LaFleur, is it? We need those guys.
So
It
why-
is not.
All right.
My nat 20 goes to this guy and not me.
And it's not even Dale or Izzy. We need
Yeah, it's not even
Yep.
anybody I care
Yes.
about.
this random guy.
Yeah, the monkey comes by and like jumps onto him and starts trying to tear at him, but he kind of ducks out of the way, grabs the monkey and throws it back onto the rigging, and it grabs on the rigging and just hisses at him.
Poor monkey.
Let's see. Paley, give me a D20 defense for this guy over here.
Yep.
And we're going to say that
15.
15, same thing. He puts up his cutlass, blocks it. Guy, give me one for this fella right here.
Just a regular
Just
D20,
a
right?
straight D20, yep.
All right. 14.
Yeah, these guys are holding their own. He blocks another attack. Dusk.
Yep.
This one, number 5, is going to float down and attack you. So give me a defense.
Another nat 20.
I know, right?
What?
Another nat
Best
20.
I mean, it
crew
was a-
ever.
It was close. It was a 16.
That's good enough. That's good enough.
Good enough.
Let's see.
You're really
Bonnie,
good.
I need one for this crew member over here
I'm
who happens
worried,
to be Higgins.
Okay.
Some good fighters. Not Higgins. We need those guys.
That was only a 7.
God
Ooh,
damn it, Bonnie.
Higgins
Oh.
gets sliced in half.
Down goes
Um,
Higgins.
Higgins goes down.
Oh, no.
I thought he would just get hurt, not die.
Oh, no.
Um,
Oh man, I never even talked to that guy.
Whoa.
Too late now.
Plot armor,
goes
no.
down.
We need those guys for the mutiny. What?
there
Oh,
goes
blood
your
splatter.
there goes your mutineers.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
gracious.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
And let's see. I need one for Leclerc as well. So Marlo, give me a D20 defense for Leclerc.
Come on. Come on, Adrian. Yeah.
Wow,
All
nicely
right.
done. All right, so they're holding their own. The ghost captain, however, comes over and is
Uh-oh.
going to float
Ruh-roh.
towards Davies.
Captain be captain.
Ruh-roh.
I mean, he was
Time
gonna
has
die either
come,
way.
Davies. You know what I've come for. Davies draws his cutlass, and I need let's see, Andy, give me a roll for Davies, please.
Come on, Andy.
Okay.
Wait, we want this captain to die, right? So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
It
Look,
doesn't
even
matter.
it was-
Limithron thinks that there's a lot of ghosts.
It was a 10.
It's a lot of ghosts. It really
It's
is.
a 10.
A 10. Okay, so
Yeah.
Davies is going to take some damage. Give me
There's about to be
a-
more ghosts. 'Cause we
Yeah.
thought-
Give me a D8, please. As he wields this spectral cutlass and cuts across towards Captain Davies.
A 2.
Okay, so Davies takes 2 damage. The blade searing through his flesh. Let me just see. Does Davies have... Let me see if Davies has armor on, because it's possible that I didn't write that down. Davies. Yes, he has leather armor. So give me a D4 roll, Jameson. 1 and 2 are 1, and 2 and 3 and 4 are 2. D2.
2.
Okay, so he takes 2 damage. No, 1 damage. All right. So his armor absorbs some of that. Bonnie, it is your turn now.
Okay. Well, since Guy spent his action prepping that black powder barrel.
Well, they're all
James-
over here now.
Well, I mean, do you want me to throw it over there still?
Yeah.
All of this is kind of happening at the same time. So
Yeah.
Might as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, might as well. Just throw
All
it
right,
over there. Set
So
it on fire.
he'll run up to the edge of the boat and throw that barrel over to the other boat.
okay, yeah, it lands on the deck and rolls across the deck and just kind of like distributes that gunpowder across the deck. And a lot of it is still in the barrel, but you definitely have some exposed gunpowder on the deck of this ship.
Okay,
Anything else that you
um,
want to do?
I mean, is that my what
That would
be
take.
my
That would be your
action?
turn to. Yeah, that would be your action to throw that over there. But you can move.
right.
You can say some epic shit. You can do all that kind of
I'm
stuff.
just gonna turn to this guy in front of Guy and be like, "You're going down."
Yeah.
Nice.
That's it.
All right, that brings us to the crew. Why don't each of you roll a d20 for me, and I will go around and ask you for them. Starting with Paley.
5.
Oh, a miss. Dusk.
6.
A miss from the crew. Guy.
Also a 6.
A miss.
Oh
Bonnie.
10.
A 10, a miss. This guy runs
Oh my
forward
gosh.
and misses. It's Dale. Actually, no, Dale doesn't do that. Sorry. Leclerc misses. Dale runs towards the captain's quarters.
Yes.
no! Too late.
Actually, they'd be in the back. And he looks in the door and he sneaks inside the captain's quarters.
You say nothing. You let
Oh,
him live.
man.
It's fine.
And I would say probably Dusk, you see this happen as Dale disappears into the captain's quarters. That brings us back to the top of the order, and Dusk, it's your turn.
Going into the captain's quarters. Cool. Good for him. I'm gonna hit that one that's right in front of me.
All right.
That was
give me
a
an attack roll.
14 to hit.
Okay, that will hit.
Okay, now it's just a d6 of damage plus my strength, which is my toughness I think is a -1. Yeah, my strength is -1, so it's 2 whole damage.
You don't subtract from the damage.
Oh,
You-
sweet.
you
so
just
3
roll
whole
damage.
damage.
Yep, you would have subtracted from the attack roll though, but it still would have hit. So what's
Okay,
the
good.
total damage? 3?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you swing through making contact, and as you do, the ghost dissipates.
Ooh.
You hear this massive thunder crack. and you start to feel the pitter patter of rain just starting to fall on the deck of the ship as the combat continues. You want to move to a different position on the deck, or what would you like to do after your attack, if anything?
Probably just, something above me.
What do you mean?
Like, well, I guess there's not really anywhere to go if there's
the
lightning
rigging.
and there's a ship.
There is the this webbing that you could climb up. I just spaced the name of it. But
Yeah.
you could climb up that rigging there.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, you could get up kind of like up here in this area.
Okay.
Not a problem. So you're kind of up above, kind of looking down, and you can, as you look up in the sky, you can see these greenish clouds swirling above, and these strange green lightning bolts crashing around in the distance. The rain starting to fall a little bit more. Anything else you want to do?
Ahoy, we're fucked.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Danger. All right, that brings us to Guy.
Is there such a thing as attacks of opportunity in this game?
No.
All right, cool. So I hand the torch to Jameson, and I just take off over to this guy that killed Higgins,
Okay.
and I attack.
Do it.
Yes. That is it's attacking is plus what?
Your strength if you're doing a melee attack.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey,
so,
thanks for the raid, Bad Dice Club. Great to see ya.
That's an 18.
That hits. Roll damage, please.
Have a rapier. That is a D8 plus 1 because now I'm in 1v1 melee with him and my audacious fencing. It's a 5.
Ooh, yeah. You cut through you're using a cutlass to fight right now, or are you still using your flute? Rapier.
My rapier. I'm using.
You put it right through.
I run up and just draw the rapier, and in one motion, I slide forward a little bit to stop and just shove the rapier through his chest.
His smile as he's kind of grimacing, anticipating you attacking, goes sort of hollow, and you watch as he starts to fade and dissipate and ultimately disappear into the wind. You can now feel the rain falling down and hitting you, and it smells sulfuric. A big gust of wind blows in, catching the sails in an awkward position, and some of the rigging kind of like snaps because no one's tending it, and one of the sails is kind of like flapping in the wind.
Seems like the ocean is angry. And I guess so that's it.
Okay. Yeah, you attacked and moved and did some cool stuff. And let's move on to Marlowe.
Now, I'm looking at the rules. It says to reload a musket takes 2 actions. So does
Okay.
that mean I have to wait
Yes.
two turns? Okay.
Yep. Or drop the musket and do something else.
It's the only weapon I have. I don't have any kind of melee weapons, so I will stay defensive as I am continuously just reloading this musket as I'm just going full defense.
Absolutely. You can reload the musket. I'm just going to throw out there, you could use the musket as a melee weapon if you want to.
You know what?
Smack him.
Let's swing it like a baseball bat. So we're going to
Yes.
go towards B.
Okay. Do it.
All right. So this time I'll be using strength instead of
Yep.
agility since I'm using it as a melee. And
Exactly.
my strength is that will be a 20.
That is it natural or
No,
dirty?
it's 19.
Dirty
30
20?
20. Dirty
All
20.
right. Well then, my friend, we'll call this a D4 damage.
4 damage. 4.
Oh, tell me how you end this ghastly crew member.
Well, I was just trying to I'm trying really hard to reload this damn musket because and then I get attacked. So I'm like, "Argh." And as the attack comes, he like just nonchalantly, as if like you're such an annoyance, like, oh, I say be gone, and just turn around and do like a twirl and just from the butt end of that musket, just really just knock the skull of the pirate right off. Just if there is one. The
Yeah, for sure. The skull goes flying
Operation
into the air,
Skull just-
and then it just disappears, as does the body.
nice.
Nice
And I'll
work.
just-
You want to move at all?
No, I will
Okay.
sit here and prepare for my next shot.
All right, Paley, what would you like to do?
Okay. I'm gonna take a shot at A with my cat o' nine tails. I'm just gonna angle a whip around, and not hit Jameson and smack the sky, hopefully.
Okay.
And again, I have my difficulty rating is +2 to whatever their difficult rating is. Okay, so I rolled 16
Okay, so that
To hit.
hits.
and a 4 damage.
And remind me, who are you shooting at?
A.
A. Got you. Okay, 4 damage.
Yes, please.
All right, nice. Yeah, blast. Just kind of turns and looks at you from behind Jameson and kind of gives you this ghastly grin. You want to move or out of where you're at or do anything?
No, I'm
Yes.
good. I'm in the middle of the boat.
Yep, that's a really good place to be. All right, that brings us to them. Jameis, let's start over here. Paley, give me a D20 defense for your crew members. Start with this guy here.
Natural 20.
All right. Dusk, give me a D20 defense for this guy right here.
Come on, nat 20.
We have a capable crew, except for Higgins.
Do we though? Cause
They're doing all right.
8 is what you
8?
said.
Then 8.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Shit. So this guy
I
goes
knew my
down,
high rolls weren't gonna last.
But Paley, you said it was a natural 20, is that correct?
Correct.
Nice.
Okay, so because it was a defense roll, this particular crew member gets an attack. So give me another D20 roll, please.
Oh, come on.
Harry. Now they're not 20.
He kind of like ducks out of the way and then slices past
3.
and misses
Ow.
horribly.
Ow.
Everything evens out.
Too
It
much
really
dip
does,
on your
it really
chip.
does. Guy, give me a D20 roll for this fella right here.
I'll give you a D20 with the monkey.
Yep, he's fighting the monkey.
Oh!
Oh, that was
close.
so close.
Close.
Robbed.
It's still a success. It's still a success, so that's good. And Bonnie, give me a roll for Leclerc.
Clerk. Okay, here we go.
Stay alive.
Oh my god. 6.
Oh my
Six.
god.
Oh
I'm
no.
getting all of them killed.
Clerk is dead.
Le
All
dead.
of the
Give
mutineers
me
are dying.
Give me a D6 roll for the cutlass.
1.
Oh, Leclerc is just hanging on. He gets cut and he like drops to the ground and he stumbles. He stumbles backwards towards the edge of the ship. Jameson, you turn and over your shoulder you see this this ghostly crew member to your left. Letter A is going to make an attack on you. Give me a defense roll, please.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, you duck out of the way as he slices his cutlass across the air. And then the captain, the ghost captain, is going to make an attack on Captain Davies. So, Dusk, why don't you give me a Captain Davies defense roll, please? D20. Where's Davies here? There he is. The book has awesome bookmarks. I'm going to use one. What'd you roll, Dusk? D20.
Oh, 1.
Okay, that's a crit fail. That is a crit failure for old
Oh, no.
Captain Davies.
Good.
Fumble.
Good.
Yep.
Yes.
So
Look who's captain now.
This
Oh,
ghost
God.
captain is going to make 2
Yes.
attacks.
And I joined the ghost ship.
2 attacks.
Yep.
Oh.
So first of all, it's going to do some damage. Give me a desk. Give me a D8 roll, please.
No, I really don't.
Yes.
That was a 2.
Okay.
Ooh.
And it's going to activate life drain. So give me another D20 roll for the captain.
Okay. That
Roll
was
low.
a
Roll low.
15.
Damn it.
Okay, the captain withstands the life drain effect, but this creature gets another attack. So give me another D20 defense roll for your Captain Davies.
7.
Yes.
Oh, he's gonna take damage. Give me another D8.
Okay.
Roll high. Roll high.
An 8.
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
Yes.
Rooting
Yes.
against your captain. I love this. All right, the captain
Now we don't
staggers
have to
back.
kill him.
Wouldn't be my first time.
No, you're well versed in mutiny, that's for sure.
This was just by accident.
Just wait till these guys take the map.
They don't
Bonnie,
know
it's
I
your
have
turn.
the map.
All right. I'm finally going to get to swing this mast. Here we go. It's
Do
a
you have the
-2
map?
DR.
Do you have the map? Dusk, you have this sense
worked
as you're
hard.
watching Captain Davies get attacked. You're wondering, wait a minute, what do I have?
No, don't say that. Oh no.
As long as he doesn't fall in the ocean, we're fine.
Oh no.
Oh.
I know what I'm gonna do on my action.
Oh, it's plus strength, right?
Your attack roll would, if it's a melee attack, it's plus strength, yes.
Okay, 12.
Yeah, that hits.
And that, all right. 3 damage.
3 damage. Tell me how you put an end to this apparition.
Just a big swinging arc of this club and comes down on its head and it disappears.
Nice. All right, so that disappears. That brings us to the crew members who are fighting for their lives here. Let's start with Paley. Give me a D20 for your crewman right here.
Come
Dave,
on,
I'm
you can
gonna move.
do it,
I'm gonna move
guy.
up deck to here. Okay.
Not a problem.
18. Yeah.
All right, that's successful. Give me a D4 roll.
Maybe we should have named him.
Probably.
2.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so this apparition is destroyed. All right. Let's
Good job.
get
What's its
Dusk.
name?
Let's get a NPC number 5. Dusk, give me an attack roll against the ghost monkey.
Monkey.
Yeah.
All right, I just like threw my d20 across the room.
Sometimes
Okay.
that's what you got to do.
Hit that
Yep.
monkey.
That was just 14.
14 is a hit. Give me
Yeah.
a. He's wielding a cutlass, so give me a D6.
Yeah.
That was a 3.
Let me just double check that. Yeah, D6. A 3 against the monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, the monkey takes a hit. This monkey is evil as hell.
Oh,
This is the most evil monkey you've ever seen. Terrible evil
Fine.
monkey. And this guy is fighting for his life. Let's see.
Still vote for the monkey.
All right,
Probably has
guy.
undead rabies.
I love how you guys are like sort of like fighting or like rooting against your crew. This is amazing.
Okay, we're only are
only the
doing it
captain.
for the council.
Guy, give
Only-
me an attack roll for Leclerc.
Come on, Leclerc. Let's
Come
see
on,
what you-
buddy.
Ah,
Oh,
18.
nice.
Heyo.
Yeah.
All right, give me a D6 roll, please, for damage.
6.
Something.
6.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good job.
Leclerc. Old Izzy Leclerc, his old man strength coming into play as his sort of hunchback comes straight up and he
Aw.
swings. Take this, yeah! And the apparition is
He's still spry. Yeah.
yeah, he's
What a
he's
good
pretty
boy.
spry. Yep.
Where's Two-Toe
Um,
O'Malley?
Tuto O'Malley is
Right.
dead. He's laying
Oh,
on
shit.
he's laying on the deck of the ship.
Davy Jones
Um,
locker.
He is in Davy
Oh.
Jones. Now, as this happens and the fight is going back and forth, this rain is beginning to fall, and you can feel the swell of the ocean beneath the ship. Both of the ships are like scraping against each other. Parts of your ship are starting to tear off as the grappling hooks are pulling and the ships are crashing into each other. There's a huge crash of lightning and torrents of stinging rain begin to pour down. There's this eerie green-hued lightning that crackles across the sky, and the scent of sulfur is strong and almost like burns your nostrils. A monstrous wave. You look up and you can see this monstrous wave coming down to smash into the ships, both of the ships. And let's get a 2d6 roll from Mad Marlowe, please. This is going to be a morale check for.
I'm sorry, 2d6, you said?
Yep, 2d6. This is a morale check for the Ghost's crew.
7.
7.
Total.
The captain shouts out, "The sea, be ready to take us back to the ship!" And the monkey and the remaining crew of the ghost ship go back. And along the way, they begin to unattach the grappling hooks as another huge wave begins to crest. Now, did anybody ever throw the torch?
Jameson had the torch. He was supposed to throw it.
No.
Where
did not.
Where the torch
Yeah.
is burning? Where is it?
In
Jameson
Jameson's
still have
hand.
it. Yeah. Still have
Got
it.
a
Alright.
pistol in one hand and he's got a torch in the other.
All right.
Club in
So
one hand.
as this is all happening, I'm going to give you an opportunity to use the torch in a second.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Maybe. This huge wave crashes into the ship. I need everybody to roll an agility check, or
Oh,
be
boy.
thrown
Okay.
from the ship.
A -1 agility. Let's see.
Yep.
Come on, big
it's
money.
A difficulty of 12.
Oh,
Oh.
jeez. No.
18. 17.
Ooh.
I would like to use my devil's luck to try
So would
again.
I. I would
yeah,
use devil's
same.
luck.
This is a
Devil's
devil's luck
luck.
situation.
Ooh, that scared me.
I had
Haley
rolled a
would
nat
sink
1,
straight to the bottom.
and I was not going to let that fly.
I had a 16.
15.
17.
I thought it was a 4. I got scared.
Take off.
I
Haley?
got an 18, but my difficulty rating, of course, is 2 higher than
It's
normal,
14, so you're still good. And
Yep.
Jameson, you rolled a 17. So you all maintain your ship. You're still ship side. You get thrown about, and anybody who is like 15 or less gets thrown down onto the deck, and you're holding on as the ship is like going sideways. Jameson, you see like this moment where the ghost ship is starting to pull away. This huge wave is coming down. It's almost like slow motion as you look up, torch in hand, club in the other. This massive wave is bearing down on the ship. Give me an agility check to throw the torch across.
Agility.
Yep.
Okay.
Throw the torch, Jameson.
Do
No.
it!
Throw it, Bonnie.
Bonnie, we lost.
Oh no.
Do you
What you
have a thing?
I have a
Can
backup.
Devil's luck. Devil's luck. I rolled a 3. All
Oh,
right.
All right,
no,
you
Devil's
can
come on.
luck.
re-roll it. You can re-roll it with devil's luck. That's what
Come
it's
on.
for.
Let me just mark it down here.
Let's
I
roll
have
a
lot- I have
13.
a lot of them. How many can you use consecutively?
One on a check.
Okay.
One reroll.
Yep.
19.
Yes.
Yes.
Ah,
You pitch the torch, and it's sort of end over end flying through the air as the same time as this massive wave hits, starting to tear your ship apart. Another wave coming up behind it. You can see this burn and a massive explosion that sends you all falling backwards onto the deck of your ship as the other ship begins to like teeter, and you can see the ghostly apparition of the captain in the flames burning, the ghost monkey skittering off to safety. The other members of the ghost crew, which there were more of them, coming up from the deck as their ship is coming apart, but their captain burning in flame and just staring across at you with this barnacle encrusted cutlass disappears. And with the disappearance of the captain, their ship disappears as well, just into mist. And that's when the next wave comes down and slams into your ship, the torrents of rain, making the deck slippery. One by one, or perhaps all at the same time, these waves mocking the eye of chaos, slamming into now of this fragile vessel just damaged by the explosion. Everything turns into chaos at this point, if it already wasn't. And you are all thrust overboard into the water, plunging into the icy cold water, the waves surging, the ship breaking apart from the explosion, lightning crashing, and this rain falling down that burns the surface of the water. And as you come to onto the surface of the water, I'd like each of you to tell me what you're going to try to do here, and we'll start with Mad Marlowe.
Well, sudden turn of fate. After the explosion and falling into the water, I think there will be a moment where Marlowe will just let the sea take him, like just let out the air, like he just wants just to kind of let the weight of the sea take him. But then he will switch his eye patch to the other eye, and he'll look back up to see the green flames coming from the top of the water, and he will slowly look back on his chest to see the tattoos that he has, that he still has a mission to do, and with strength he will just push himself back to the surface, looking for a piece of wood or a barrel or something that can hold him, and looking to see what kind of bodies are kicking in the water, and just trying to regain his breath. And hopefully I doubt he still held on to his musket, but he's right now going to just try to come back out of the water and trying to find some sort of a flotation device, some sort of wood, some sort of and if he does find one, he will slowly, take his wet hat, put it towards his chest as he sees Paley sink to the bottom of the ocean. He'll be like, oh no, he'll try to find a barrel or a piece of wood.
Give me an agility test, please, as you are trying to escape debris falling from the ship, and trying to reach out to grab onto something.
I'm about to use my devil's luck. I got a 7. So here we go.
Devil's luck. And thank you to Doc Shoulder for giving everybody on the crew a devil's luck. Thanks, Doc.
Woo.
Aw, thanks.
I got 11.
11. Okay, so roll a d4. You take 1 damage as you are hit by debris, and I need you to make a toughness check next.
All right.
As you start to swim towards something to grab onto it.
Nope. I'm going to have to use devil's luck again. I'm running out of devil's luck. Here we go. Oh, geez. I got rolled worse. Nope.
Uh-oh.
I get hit.
No.
All right.
This is
so
me end.
We'll come back to you, but that was a failed check. All right. Jameson, you're thrown from the deck as the ship's coming apart. The storm is surging, huge waves. You're looking out. You can just see the heads of maybe your companions bobbing up and then disappearing behind the crests of the waves. What are you doing?
I'm just holding on tightly to my ship's mast.
Oh,
'cause
Furry
I
got a
can't- I can't
flotation
lose
device.
that.
Like his blinky,
Yeah.
his security mast.
So yeah, just holding on to that, and just kicking as hard as I can to the surface.
Give me an
and to
agility
try
test.
Try to save some other people, maybe.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, give me an agility test.
All right. 18 minus 1, 17.
That's a success. Yeah, you swim. You're looking for someone to help, but you can't find them. You're sort of like side paddling as you hold on to your mast, and you're getting yourself farther and farther away from this inferno that's burning, and the gunpowder barrels are blowing up, sending pieces of the ship flying in all directions. Let's go next to Guy.
Do I see Paley's dinghy?
That says Paley.
If you had said you were looking for it before, give me a presence check. Sure.
All right.
I'd like to look for.
An 11.
No, you don't see it.
All right.
Guy, what would you like to do as you are thrown from the ship, find yourself in the icy cold waters?
Well, I'm gonna try to secure myself. Get into a flotation device somewhere, somehow, and also look for Paley and the captain.
All right.
Who would I say? I don't know, but
We all know. We all know. Actually, I don't know. But give me an agility test first. As you are looking for something to grab onto that would be buoyant to help you survive. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna use the devil's luck.
Yeah,
it was
please,
on a 19
please.
and then it rolled. I'm gonna use one of my devil's luck, and that was worse.
Oh no! All right, give me a toughness
Oh.
check.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Fate is unkind.
Toughness
Oh
6.
no. You have any devil's luck left?
Yeah, I do. I do have devil's luck. I'm gonna use one more for that.
All right.
Uh,
Hey,
13.
okay. So you
Ah.
succeeded. You succeeded. So you find something to float onto. You're hit with debris that's falling from the ship. Give me a D4 roll.
1.
You take 1 point of damage.
Boo.
Dusk. You too find yourself like just scratching to get to the surface of the water as this ship is breaking apart above you. What do you want to do?
Get to the top, but I also want to search for a flotation device that can clearly fit 2 people, but I will use it only for myself.
Okay, cool.
Titanic reference.
Yep. Give me first. Give me an agility check.
Yes. +2, that's 17.
Okay, that's a success. Give me a presence. Excuse me. Check.
Oh boy, you must ask for the hard things. 13.
Okay, so you succeed, and you can see Paley's dinghy, like starting to float away, and you start
Oh,
swimming
no!
for it. Give me a toughness check to see if you can get there.
Oh no! Toughness is -1. 17.
Yeah, you're able to make it over, and it's damaged, and it doesn't look like it's gonna be long for this world, but it's something, and you grab onto it, and it's got some level of buoyancy. It's filling with water. There's cracks in it, but gives you some protection, and it could fit at least 2 people in it. You can kind of sprawl out and sort of make yourself comfy.
I'll make myself cozy.
Yep. And that brings us to Paley. Paley, as you are thrown overboard, you feel the weight of your chain shirt and your conquistador helmet pulling you down, but you scramble towards the surface of the water. Give me an agility test, please.
Come on,
Yeah,
Bailey.
I mean, I would like to use my cat of nine tails to try to like whip out and lash around anything, like any wooden bits of
That's
debris or
smart.
barrel or anything to try to like help me. But if I am just floundering in the water, then
You can also, just to give you sort of a heads up, you can use your devil's luck to reduce the difficulty of the challenge if you want. If you wanted to use your devil's luck in that manner, you can use that. It's
how
totally
much
up to
would it
you.
reduce?
Is it
It
the die
reduces
that
it
you
by
get for it?
D4.
Oh, D4. Okay.
But then I wouldn't get to re-roll if
Yeah, you have to pick one or the other for the check.
Yeah.
I will just I'll
Reduce
try.
or re-roll.
I'll just try.
Okay.
I rolled an 18. So even if
Nice.
it's -2, it would still be a 16.
Yep, so that's still a success. So you scratch your way to the surface. You take your cat of nine tails and you whoosh, and you grab on. You're able to sort of like lasso or whatever, grip onto some wood that's floating, and you can pull it towards you. And you're sort of hunched over this thing. And the 5 of you are now sort of floating in this tempest as this rain is falling and burning your exposed skin. The ghost ship has long disappeared, but you can see that your ship as well is starting to sink. You can hear cries from the other crew members, perhaps Leclerc, perhaps the captain, perhaps Deadeye Dale and the others, but you can't
Deadeye
see where
Dale.
they are. It's just darkness.
He was inside when all this happened, so I'm sure he's Titanic.
The
Titanic.
green light of the storm above you shines brightly as you release all of that energy and hold on for dear life onto whatever it is that you're floating upon. And it flashes bright. You find yourselves washed up, the sun shining, exhausted, coming to on a beach. Blue sky above, you can hear the sound of gulls
White sand beach.
calling. It looks to be generally a deserted beach. You look around and you see the other members of your party in various states of disarray or injury or death. You can see bodies of some of the crew members laying upon the beach as well. What do you do?
Oh man, I
Who do
hope
we
this
see?
is whiskey.
Everyone all right?
Oh, not again.
This is the
Uh,
second time this has happened.
Yeah, Bonnie will just help pull people out of the water.
I'm not. I'm looking
Anyone that looks still alive.
I'm looking for. Well, first of all, I'm going to Dusk, and I'm going to inquire about what was found real quick in the captain's quarters.
I'm gonna pull out the notebook and look inside.
You open the notebook and you start to page through it. And there are some very crude attempts at poetry on some of the pages. There are some very graphic sketches of Kama Sutra-like sexual positions. There are numbers and tallies of cargoes. But you hold it open and like kind of shake it, and there's no map to speak of.
Well, all right. Let's make sure the crew is fine. Then maybe find a deal while we're at it.
Did the captain survive?
You look around and you see a number of crew members laying on the beach, some of them cut from various injuries, either with the battle or with the breaking up of the ship. And give me a presence roll, Bonnie.
16.
You see none of the crew is alive, aside from one individual who's breathing heavy, hunched over off to the side of the beach that you're on. And it looks like the Captain Davies. And as you go over to him, you turn him over to see if he's alive. And you can see that he's got a massive head wound. You can see gray matter inside, like he's not going to make it. But he looks at you and he says, Saint Pierre.
Yeah, Captain.
You run over a guy and you sort of kneel down next to him, and he reaches up and grabs you, and it's tight for like a half a second, and then it's just a very like loose grip on your shoulder or on your forearm. He's just holding on to you. He says, "It will all end. You can end the scourge, end the curse. It's not a treasure, boyo. It's a weapon." And then he mutters his last words in a very terrible Spanish accent. La Concepcion. And he reaches out with his other hand and he holds it and it opens and he dies. And you see in his hand a rolled up scroll and a skeleton key, stylized in sort of like Aztec iconography. And he just goes limp in the sand.
Coward.
Well, we got them up.
But at least
Seems like it was more to it than just treasure.
guess so.
And then I loot the body.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have
loot the
anything
body.
nice on him?
Yeah, let's see. I
He
take
has-
the captain's
He
hat.
has no weapons on him, but yeah, let's get a roll. Give me a D100
Yeah.
guy.
I'm also looting alongside. I'm like racing with Guy to see who can get the coolest stuff.
I'll give a D100.
But Jameson will see them doing that, and he'll start going over to the other crew and looking through their
28
belongings as well.
He has on the inside of his jacket a fine metal flask. And
Nice.
as you open it up and take a smell, it is likely the same rum that you drank in his quarters.
Yep.
It's about half full.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna take that.
Jameson, you're looting one of the other bodies. Give me a D100 roll.
Oh, I also was looting the captain.
Give me a D100 roll.
67.
Almost there.
Yeah.
You find a small book in his jacket as well.
Another
That's all
small
he
book.
has on him. Yeah, and as you page through the book, it appears to be a collection of ghost stories. But for some strange reason, all the ghosts are nude.
What is up with this captain?
This fan fiction.
What
Yeah,
is it if you
exactly.
roll a 30 and a 10? Is that 40?
That is.
Excuse me? A D100.
You rolled two.
Well, I have like the
One is supposed to be at 100.
That's what I was
One is
Oh,
supposed to be
it's
at
a 40.
30.
It's a 40.
it's a 40. Okay.
Yep, it's a 40.
Yeah, so 40.
Sorry.
Well,
Um,
Guy, it
you-
looks like you win this round of looting.
A win is a win. Yeah, a win is a win. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Jameson, unfortunately, all you find is some rotten dried fruit.
Ugh. Who has
Why would
that
it- why
on
would
them?
you-
However,
that.
I'm
however,
gonna keep it.
it's food. And
Yeah.
as you look around, you're like, I might have the only food, even though it's rotten fruit.
So now we have to kill Jameson for his food.
Well,
That's
Are
the
we
planning
last time
on
we thought about eating
cannibalizing
each
him?
other. Again?
again?
Is the barrel that I was riding on, was that beer? Was that alcohol?
Oh, good
Oh,
question.
there was just broken
Black powder?
debris. It wasn't a barrel. But if you want to loot one of
Like
the
fresh
bodies, you
water?
can do that. You can loot
Can
one of the
we
bodies if you
Loot
want.
a body.
Sure,
Loot
I'll
bodies.
loot a body.
Give
Can
me
we
a
try
D100
to,
roll.
with all the debris and try to washing up on shore, can we kind of try to collect some of it, like the wood and stuff, just in case we gotta like make a shelter, and then see if we can find anything within that's floating in?
100% you can. Let's do the looting first. So Haley, what did you roll?
77.
77. You find a small glass bottle filled with an iridescent dust. It seems to glow.
I think I found drugs.
Yeah, you know that this is ash.
Why would someone have that? Have ash? This crew is wild.
What about you, Marlo? What are you doing while all this is taking place?
I thought I was slowly drowning.
I think you washed up without all of us.
If I did wash up
Oh,
upon the shore,
that's right. You failed your
Right.
check. So give
I
me
failed my check.
give me 2d4.
2d4.
Where's
Thanks for the
Marlo?
reminder.
8.
You take
4 and
8
4.
You take 8 damage.
Oh,
Holy
shit.
I have
You were
Are
7.
you alive
I
still?
was so excited about that.
I have 7 hit points. So
Oh,
I am
no.
I am now at -1.
Yeah, you're
I'll-
dead.
Can I use Devil's Luck on?
Yes.
Okay.
No, because you already used it.
Oh,
However, you can do this. You can do
no.
this. You
Okay.
can. You can use Devil's Luck to reduce the damage taken by D6. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
not get a 1.
Roll big.
Roll high. Roll
big.
high.
Roll high, roll
All right. Here
high.
we go.
All
Come on,
right.
see if-
buddy.
Let's see if my body is floating onto the shore.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was almost a
4.
1. That was
So
almost
that one,
a 1.
I was like, oh god, oh god.
Yeah.
So yes, so my body will float kind of back on, and he's still going to pretend that he's dead. He's
Oh,
still
I'm
just-
gonna go over and I'm gonna start looting you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I think you're dead. I'm gonna
Yes.
start looting you.
100%.
You wake up to
I
people
don't
going
even.
through your
I don't even
pockets.
ask.
I mean, like I'm not even cold yet. Like,
Shoot.
I've got like your hat on, like I'm ready to go.
I took the captain's hat. I'm grabbing his musket. All right, Marlo. It was really nice knowing you, but don't worry.
Honestly, this hat is amazing.
It is great. You look amazing wearing it.
You guys, I think he's just sleeping.
Well,
Hey, don't take his hat.
I continue taking his
yeah.
stuff. I take his
I don't
eye
have my
patch.
gun anymore. I'm assuming I lost that
Yeah,
in all
I
the
have it.
hullabaloo.
You don't
He
have to
took it.
because I took it.
Gotcha. Okay. No,
I
no.
take your eye patch. It's
Just
like,
gonna
don't,
completely loot me.
don't worry. I'll carry on your mission for you.
I'm taking your boots. Like, you got good shit. I'm gonna take it.
Yo, we're cold-blooded. I love it.
Wow.
You're dead.
You guys are
What
ruthless.
do you want us to do? You're dead. We're gonna,
Um,
we can't bury you
I
with
mean,
your
You're dead.
as you're taking the hat, I mean, I guess one of you could noticing that he is blinking. He is kind of staring at you.
I'm
Just like-
staring right in his eyes. Don't worry.
don't
Marlo.
notice.
I'm just tapping him, trying to console him. Don't worry, Marlo. We'll carry on your leg. same tales of your adventures, and I'm just continuously looting everything. You gotta stop it. If you're just gonna stay there blinking, I'm just gonna continuously.
At this point, you'll notice, Guy, that Marlowe's like handing you his things. Like, here, let me help you. Here, this is really good too. It's like you're
gonna want to
this.
take this, yeah.
It's for like a second until you realize that he's sitting up, he's handing you his stuff. It's like he takes his eye patch back off you and he puts it back on. Like, what are you doing?
I just
Arr.
start like unloading all of your clothes and giving it back to you. Like, ugh.
I'm not Marlo. You are a great crewmate and a great member of this team, and you kept us sane. But
We're so grateful that you're still alive.
no, I'm still looting him. No,
I gave everything
like-
back.
They like stop in your heads like, I'm not me dead yet. I'm not dead. Like,
Oh, all right.
give me back me guns. And me hats.
I'm like taking, like, my shoes were off and now they were yours. So I'm like taking off my shoes and like throwing them back at you. Like,
You guys, after all of this takes place, you, Guy had mentioned like exploring the wreckage, and you can see that the wreckage of the Eye of Chaos is strewn all across this beach that you find yourself on. And you look about, you can see that there are no other survivors beyond what has already been described. And if you decide to salvage and look for things, you can find some things. It will take some time, but you find one water barrel with enough water for about 4 days.
That's good.
You find one rum barrel of pretty bad crew level rum, but rum nonetheless. And it's enough for everyone to get wasted about D2 times. So, Guy, give me a D4 roll.
and it was the water barrel enough for 4 days.
4 days for the water barrel.
You know, if we don't get wasted, we could probably live a couple of days on that
3.
rum.
All right, so you have
What's the
enough
point of
rum
living?
to get wasted 2 times.
Well, Pelly only needs 1 cup. Well, half.
So
Half a cup.
really, it'll
Crap.
last 2.5 times.
The full cup ends up in throw up, but half of it, just enough for Pelly.
I have an
No.
alcohol intolerance.
What would be the effects of this ash stuff?
All right, did we find anything else?
Let's keep that away from Marlo.
Yep, you continue looking. Oh, and I should mention this. Drinking rum can also not only get you hammered, but it can also heal hit points.
Just
Oh,
pour
great.
the rum in me wounds.
Let me get a sip of that. Let me get my 1 hit point back.
If we gave any to Marlo, it'll all be gone. Give it to me.
I give him the flask.
So if you take a pull off of it, Marlo, give me a toughness check.
Drink this. Here, drink this. And I hand him the flask.
Toughness is strength.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's the good stuff.
Oh,
Is that what you're doing? You're doing that,
we made the good
Guy?
stuff.
You're
huh?
giving him the good stuff?
Yeah. I hand him the flask and said, take a swig of this. Just so we can try to conserve the barrel.
It's probably the best rum you've ever had, Marlo, and you
Gives me
heal
life.
D4 hit points. So go ahead and roll a D4 and add those hit points
Nice.
back. And anyone else who decides
Four,
is anyone else
four.
going to drink rum to heal hit points?
I don't think I need it.
Okay.
I vomited enough today.
And I rolled a
Continue.
14 for
I never
toughness.
got hit.
So yeah, you're good. You gain your hit points back, some of them.
Okay, well now Marlo's
Thank you, lad.
officially alive.
As you continue searching the debris, you find what you think is about enough wood scrap that's usable, some sailcloth that you've salvaged from the wreckage to make a raft or a shelter, but not both. You could probably
we could break down the shelter to make a raft later.
correct. And that's about it.
No food, just rum and water.
Rotten fruits.
We gotta go hunting for some
We have
mud
Jameson's
crabs.
body. I mean, if Milo had just stayed dead, we could have eaten that.
Well, it's never too late. Christ, I
Still
think the
pretty
rum made me go
fresh.
blind.
He
Oh,
doesn't
wait.
look like he tastes very good.
Yeah.
No, we could put that rotten fruit in a little bit of that bad rum, and maybe we can pickle it a little bit.
Look, I have had bad fruit in the past. No. I don't want any of that. No. No.
What do you guys do at this point?
Are there any trees? I mean, are there like
Yeah.
kind of cover?
Coconut tree?
Yeah.
like-
There's-
How
there's-
barren, how
There's thick
desolate
brush,
is this
but there
island?
are no trees. It seems to be
Uh.
a small island with no trees. There's some thick
Arr.
brush, and there appears to be a small hill at the center of the island.
This be not the first time me be marooned on an island. I have the treasure hunter ability where I could like navigate and like look for like other steps. People have been here before, things, any kind of things that might be hidden in the sand. Can I use that ability to see if like this it could basically be like a secret hideout or some search for secret doors, etc., etc. Now that I have
Sure.
my vision back.
Absolutely. You
realm.
also have a compass, I think, unless
do.
unless your companion stole it from you, which is likely.
It's very, very possible. Somebody has my compass.
Did anybody
Arr.
grab the compass?
I give
Sure.
it back.
One of us
As you
probably-
hand
One of
it
us
to
has
him,
it.
whoever has it and hands it back to Marlo, you can see that the needle of the compass is spinning and
Hmm.
spinning and spinning and spinning.
And my
We're at
freaking
the North
compass
Pole.
is broken.
That's not good.
It's
You
never
broke
done
my
that
compass.
before, Marlo.
Is the compass broken, or can I tell it's not broken? Like,
It's always worked fine in the past.
So where were we?
You were out in the middle of the ocean on
I mean, yeah.
a quest to find the governor's daughter.
Oh shit. Yeah, no. I mean, where did we start? And
Oh,
then
you started
what
in-
direction were we heading?
you're
You
Black Coral
started
Bay.
in Black Coral Bay, and you were headed as east.
East.
Approximately, here, I'll bring up the map for the chat to see as well. So approximately in this area, I would say, let me just move this a little bit.
Black Coral Bay.
Yeah, so
and
you guys
we're
are probably, you think you're somewhere here, but it's pretty nebulous. You really don't know where you are after that storm hit.
That is, you know how many islands, small, islands are just.
I think that's the
strewn
idea.
About. Yeah, that's just. I'm just using my real world knowledge, and no one was. It's crazy. That's.
This one doesn't
No.
have any coconuts on it.
Yeah. All right.
Like,
Great.
if we had a sharp stick, we could probably, stab some fish in the bay.
Marlo, with your feature that you have and sort of that background element, basically what you recollect, or not recollect, but what you ascertain is that probably the best thing to do right now would be to A, find food, B,
Rum.
figure out shelter. You have a
Mhm.
little bit of water, but there's a hill in the middle of this small island that perhaps would give you a good vantage point.
Okay. Well,
And then you
Marlo
also
will-
have I'll just say one more
Mhm.
thing. You also have the materials that could be used to build either a raft or a shelter. Hey, thanks for the raid, friends, live from the apocalypse.
raid,
Thank you so
raid.
much.
Dusk is just laying in the sand all sad.
All right, laddies, chins up. We ain't dead yet.
No, but we're gonna be.
Let us go up the hill, see if we can find any sort of shelter. We're gonna need food. We're gonna need water.
Fine.
I don't know how good you can build a raft or anything, but let's see if this is manageable to live on for a little while.
I'm not good at keeping things alive. I'm good at killing things.
Come on, lad.
Maybe you could stab us some fish.
should specify I'm good at killing with poison.
That doesn't make for good fish.
No.
No.
Not now, at least.
So I'll say this: you guys can decide what you want to do. I will also remind you that you guys have a scroll, a sealed scroll, and a key in your possession. Are
Oh,
you
yeah.
interested at all looking at those?
I think we are. It's a great question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
I
just
mean,
wondering.
yeah, I just wanted to secure some stuff first before they go drifting off to sea.
Which you did.
Anyway,
You were able to
yeah.
do that. But I'm just throwing
All
that
right.
out there as an option as well.
Yeah, we did that now that we're settled and Marlowe's on the hill. And I just look out and say, well,
Oh, I'll go with Marlo.
oh, well,
Oh, never mind. I guess I'm staying.
just looking around with the scroll. I guess we can all just go on the hill and look at the scroll on the
Yeah,
hill.
why not?
To the
Yeah.
hill!
Don't separate the party.
Don't split the party.
Don't do it.
Besides, the map might be easier for in a higher
Yeah.
elevation to determine
Yeah,
what it is.
I still have a
We're good.
spyglass.
Yes,
So,
you do.
Oh, nice.
Well, after all of that, I seem to have successfully acquired the quote-unquote cursed map.
Oh, speaking of, I think I owe you 5 silver now.
Yes, you do.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Think of all the things you can buy here with that.
Sand,
Mm.
Rotten fruit.
True.
rotten fruit.
It takes you about an hour to summit the hill. And it's not easy going, and it's also hot and sunny, just bearing down on you. There's no shade upon this island, as I mentioned, no trees or anything. As you get to the top of the hill, you unfurl the map. And I'm going to show you guys the map. I have it in a graphic that doesn't make sense for the scenario, but it does show the map regardless. So you unfurl this map, and you can see that it has a drawing of 3 spires that lean slightly to the west based on the compass rose on the map, and has a diagram of the coastline with what appear to be possibly caves. And at the bottom, it reads, "Only those with the heart of the sea shall pass the doors of blood."
Is anyone's heart made of water?
Well, most of my body is.
I'm no good
point.
at riddles.
I don't.
Oh, it's not literal. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, I don't think
So this-
that's what it meant. That's probably more related to how well of a pirate sailor you are.
And unless heart of the sea is a thing.
Like a key.
A shell?
Is it key?
Look
Is
at
it
that
key
key.
shaped like a heart? Or is just that
No,
Look,
the
I say
key. The key is. It looks like a classic skeleton key, except for it's large. It's a large key. It has this sort of like geometric sort of like designs on them, as if perhaps out of like an Incan art display, or from some long long forgotten culture's treasury. But it looks important. It looks like a relic. Looks valuable.
Valuable, you say?
Quite valuable.
Dusk. We need the key to get to whatever. Well, Davy said it isn't a treasure. It's a weapon.
A
And
weapon.
that's what he says. Dying breath. That's what he said.
Huh.
Not a treasure, it's a weapon. And
I didn't hear that part. I was already trying to loot his pockets.
yeah, well, same. I barely heard it myself, but I was a bit closer to the top.
Sure.
Does the compass change at all now that we're on top of the hill?
So you're on top of the hill. The compass is continuing to just spin around in circles, as if perhaps it's broken, but that doesn't make sense, because why would it be spinning? You get the sense that, give me a presence check. Marlo. Paley, what are you doing at the top of the hill as you summit?
And are you
I-
still in your armor?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hot.
Very
Feel
hot.
rusty. She takes
Natural
out
20, so I got a 23 on
Oh
presence.
shit!
Nice.
Very cool. Nat 20. Paley, I'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Marlo, Paley, what are you up to?
I take out my spyglass and I look around to see what I can see.
Okay, give me a presence check. Marlo, you get the sense that the closer that the compass is to the key in the map, the faster it spins. And you also remember that, well, I'm not sure exactly how much. Well, you rolled a natural 20, so we'll say this. We'll say that Guy had relayed to you the anecdote that Captain Davies had explained or told him in pretty good rendition. And so you realize that this key and this map were from the stowaway aboard that ship. And this compass was given to you by her. So they all kind of come from the same source. So it kind of makes sense in a way. Strange way.
Yar.
Haley.
I
What'd you get?
rolled a 19.
Oh, beautiful.
Haley,
You
would you
bring the glass up and you can
Mama?
see to the southwest that there appears to be an island. It's a beautiful day and you can see very far, but it seems far away. You also scan a little bit more and you can see to the north, there appears to be an abandoned campsite.
Okay. It looks like there's an abandoned campsite over there, and I can see an island off in the distance over there. So if there's nothing on this island, we could probably build a raft and go to that island.
Oh, that's good. But first, can we talk about you and your armor? Are you sure you don't want to take it off? It's really hot out. And I'm afraid you're gonna die.
If I pass out, just roll me under a tree.
At this point, your stomachs begin to growl with hunger. You've been on the island now for a number of hours. You haven't eaten anything. You have no food other than the rotten fruit that you found on one of the dead bodies. You have the items that were on your possession before the wreck. But
There's a lot
all-
of calories in rum.
That's true. That's true. And you now have a little bit of information about this island that you're on. I think right now what we'll do is this will be a good spot to end tonight's session as we look forward to our third and final session next week to wrap this up and see if you guys can get off an island and perhaps figure out the clues upon this map. I guess we'll find out next week. So thank you very much, players, my friends, for throwing yourselves into these roles and getting goofy. Super fun and really appreciate all that. Thanks to everybody else who's been hanging out with us and getting goofy in the chat. We love you guys and we appreciate you all. We do have a giveaway from our friends at Freely Game. We're going to be giving away a digital copy of the Pirate Borg rule set. This is an awesome, awesome book that you'll get the digital copy of. And next week, we're going to be giving away a physical copy of this book. So you're going to want to come back next week as well. If you would like to enter to win, just type !drawing to be entered to win. And we shall see, we'll see what happens. We'll give you guys a couple of minutes to get in on that action. I encourage you to do that. I'm sweating bullets right now. So there's that. But I would like us to go around the table here and please tell people, remind people who you are, where they can find you, what you have going on. If you got any projects you want to plug, please do so. And we will start with Minnesota Muse.
Hey everybody, I'm Ashley. That is Minnesota Muse on Blue Sky and Minnesota Muse 99 on Threads. You can usually find me on Tuesdays for Heroes of Greyhawk, where I play another weird funny character. And but we'll be playing this one for one more, right? One more game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Part
Yep.
3
Alright.
next week.
Sounds good. And then it's back to Heroes of Greyhawk.
Hey, it will be. Awesome. Thanks, Ashley. Let's jump over to Adrian, Sly Sparrow.
Hi, I'm Adrian. I am known on the internet as Sly Sparrow on Twitter and Threads and Discord, and I played Mad Marlowe tonight. I've got look for Bleak Season, play a game tomorrow. We have the finale of Penny Dreadful. Looking forward to finishing that game. So come out and have some fun with us. And thank you all for having so much piratey fun with us tonight. It was really blast hanging out with you all in the chat and playing with all these great players. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Adrian. Great to have you here. Let's jump over to Erica.
Yeah, I'm Erica Ondoin, and I am the creator of the TTRPG channel Roll D5, where we have some really fun stuff. So what we do is we play indie games, and sometimes we play D&D 5e, but our whole tagline is there's more out there than 5e, so let us show you. And speaking of showing people fun games, tomorrow night we are playing a game called Puppies. Everybody is literally going to be playing a puppy, and it's going to be so freaking cute that I hope people drop by and take a look at this wonderful game. I'll be running tech. I won't be playing, but I will still be there to highlight these spectacular players and cast. As for myself, I will be in a couple of upcoming games. Total Party Chaos. I'll be starting my very first long-term campaign here in a couple of weeks, as well as a kind of shorter-ish campaign over on Couch Soup, formerly known as Retro Replay, where we will be restarting up our TTRPG show there. We had to take an unfortunate break, but we are back mid-October, so we've got a lot of fun things going. But yeah, I'm known as Ondoin everywhere, so, or I guess Erica _Ondoin. So there's that.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. You are busy, and we
Yeah.
appreciate your time. So thank you so much for giving some life
Yeah.
to Dusk and playing with us. Let's jump over to Andy G3D.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Andy, also known as Andy G3D, here on Twitch and around the internet. You can find me here every Tuesday night playing in Dave's Heroes of Greyhawk game. We have a good old time. I also help produce Bleak Seasons game that we play every Thursday night. Right now it is Lord of the Rings. Come check us out. And yeah, I had a blast.
Thanks, Andy. Great to have you here for some pirate shenanigans. And last but not least, Sundance Sid.
Hi, Sid, and tonight I was playing Guy St. Pierre, your ostentatious fencer. You can find me on the socials at _Sundance Sid. Places on places. Go to a place, type it in. If I'm not there, then go somewhere that I am and let me know that I'm not where I belong, where I'm supposed to be. It's been fun to play here. I like to pride myself. I strive to be a professional guest player. So if you ever have a spot for me at your table, don't be shy. Send the invite and we can make it happen.
Nice. That's how we connect around here.
Yes.
Love it. Yes. And honestly,
check out-
that is one of my favorite things to do, is to connect people using games as that nexus point. So I'm really, really excited that you're able to play in this game as well. This is a great cast, and I appreciate you guys. I'm seeing some more people logging in to the giveaway. So let's go ahead and give this loot away. I'll give you 5 seconds to type !drawing and get in on this giveaway, because it's coming, and it's coming fast. 5, 4. I'm taking your job away from you, Ashley. 3, 2.
17.
3, 2.
1.
Thanks. Oh, hey, Lee.
Hey,
Welcome and congratulations,
right.
Lee. You are going to be
Good
getting a
job.
digital copy of Pirate Borg. I'm excited for you to check it out and let us know what you think. We love it, And I think you will too, Lee. So thank you so much for being here. I know you got here a little late, but it'll be on VOD, and we'll be back next week for the big conclusion to this story. Thank you all for hanging out. My name's Dave. See you next time, my friends.